we love. No marketing, BS, money side price wash. Synth Quiz and news. So sit back, relax. Enjoy your favorite crew. Synth Geekery show. Synth Geekery's where it's at. So join the channel and come on for a chat.
Hey, what's an intro without a filter sweep? There you go. Welcome to Synth Geekery, episode 327, the second show for 2026. How did we make it here? I have no idea. But thank you for being here. Thanks everyone for being part of the show. Hi to all the new people watching. If you are new, jump into the chat. Tell us where you're from. Say good day. Tell us what synth you've just bought or what's your favourite synth. Something like that. That'll sort of break the ice. Usually most of these guys like talking about synths. We do as well, and this show is no different. This show we're going to talk about some touchy and feely things and maybe some motorised things. I feel like that's kind of the theme today. It's a pre-NAMM show, so products are kind of starting to trickle out before NAMM hits the streets, which is really not that far away. But we do have our regular guests, and I wanted to say good day to everybody. Daren, Andy, Ian, Chris, and Chatties in the bottom right-hand corner.
Hey up. Hello.
Yep.
How are we, boys?
We're good.
Good, mate.
Good.
Happy to be here.
Well,
happy to be here.
Good day. Yep.
Fantastic. Happy to have you. This week, we got some news, and it's kind of interesting to sort of work out, okay, what am I going to show this week, and kind of what's the bigger ticket item. And I don't know, Korg tends to sort of ruffle my feathers and tweak my interests. I don't know how they do it. They ruffle and they tweak. So they're kind of polarizing.
Absolutely.
So we are going to, obviously there's a thumbnail, you guys have seen the Kaoss Pad. We are going to talk about that today. I don't have one here. Don't get butthurt because you want to see one. Nobody can get one unless you're like a spazzy influencer and they want you to have a free one because you're really good at doing reviews. Korg have never ever been nice to me like that. But anyway, look, we don't have one, so don't get disappointed, but we are going to talk about it. We're going to go through it. I have had... bad English there, but I've had plenty of Kaoss pads over the years. I've had 3 different models of Kaoss. Actually, no, 4. Yeah, actually, if I think about it, there's 4. I've even still got one in my drawer here that dates all the way back to when I bought my first microcorg. I think we know what we're talking about when we're talking about Kaoss pads. Also, a few of us here have DJ'd with them, so, I think you guys will be interested anyway. Don't forget, guys, this is a user-friendly show. We aren't sponsored by anyone. This is non-commercial. The show survives on the goodness of our heart and our personal time we're giving it for you guys. Do support us somehow. Give us a super chat. Do a TTS. There's a TTS link in the chat, which I will post right now. TTS is fun. You get some weird-sounding English guy doing whatever you type. It's pretty cool fun, actually.
It's not me.
It's not Ian, but it is pretty funny. I'll just post the link in the chat anyway. The good thing about the TTS, it uses StreamYard, and Stream. No, that's not the right one. I'm going to get rid of that. It's not StreamYard. We don't want StreamYard. Remove that. Yes, we want the other one. Streamlabs. Why have I got 2 links next to each other that are literally virtually the same words? Anyway, I'll work out how to be good one day.
Alphabetical sorting.
I know. Streamlabs is what we want. Streamlabs, not StreamYard. Getting old. Glasses are not working. Streamlabs, they only take 3% commission, whereas YouTube takes 30%. So if you want more money to go back to the show, whatever's easier for you is kind of what I say. But Streamlabs is the better one. So do a super chat, chuck one through now if you can. And don't forget, hit the subscribe and the like and all the cool YouTubey things. Share it with your friends. We get about, I reckon, about 1,000 people a week watching the show. It's a pretty decent amount. So make sure you don't forget, synth stuff is kind of boutique. It's kind of niche. So it's not like we're Logan Paul or someone like that, We're not these big, massive... What is it, Mr. Beast now, isn't it?
Goodness, by the way.
Yeah. Mr. Beast is the big one, isn't he? But,
it's not like we're some sort of big YouTuber anymore these days anyway. So that's why we need your support. So please, feel benevolent or feel generous if that's the way you want to do it. But if you want Synth Geekery to hang around, we're going to need your support somehow. And also, don't forget, these guys here also volunteering their time, and they have done so for many years. So do check out their channels. They're listed in the description of the video below. When the How's Your Week Been segment comes up, which is in a couple of seconds time, I will post their YouTube links as they're talking in the channel. So make sure you click on them and sub to their channels, because all of them have got some really cool content. And I'm not differentiating anybody from anything. They all have individually good content, so do check them out. Right, boys, should we get stuck into the show? Should we do How's Your Week Been?
yes.
All right.
Sure.
What order have I got it posted in? I think I've been doing it in kind of the same order each week, haven't I? So maybe we'll stick with that. People get used to sort of...
Do you know what you need? You need one of those like
normality.
little, so each of the squares light up until it randomly stops on one.
Yeah, like a
I was
lottery.
thinking
It's like a game.
I was thinking some sort of dial.
I'm here for
Spin a
that.
dial and see whose name comes up first.
Well,
It'll
I
be the
think
only thing I'll win.
Darren's full of all the cool ideas. Let's start with Daren. How's your week been?
Good day. I hope everyone's all right. I hope everyone's well, doing good. Week's been great. Lots happening this week. Where do I start? Tomorrow, tomorrow there's a track going up. It's quite an emotional track, so I want everyone to listen to it. But it's only a very cut down version of a full length track that'll be on the new album that'll be coming out this year. The way I live 3, or the way I can't remember the names of the titles now. 'Cause I've realised that it's been 3 years since the last, The Life We Live 3, and I've realised it was 3 years since Volume 2 came out, and a lot of people liked Volume 2, so 3 will be out this year. I think Ian's had one track early on.
I have
to listen to.
Yes.
Just Live, yeah. But this will have a slight loose connection to End of Days, but only slight loose connection. When you listen to the track tomorrow, you will probably get why it's got a loose connection. But it's a very cut down version because it's more of it'll be the last track on the album, and it's going to be a very sort of story based track. So it's going to be quite a long track. So that's one thing. Second thing, I have bought something, and it's that. Let's see. There. So, yep, can you see?
Yep. Fender engine room.
Fender.
And also, I have got something, which is nothing to do with the Fender engine room. There is something coming today. It's supposed to be around 2 o'clock-ish. So if it arrives before the show's finished, we'll be able to do an unboxing. And it's something that I may have been on the show. We may have sort of looked at this product, I think. But we'll find out. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll have to find out because I don't know what I've ordered. So when I open the box, if they've sent the wrong thing.
And it's not a random thing from
I might be
Tuna.
looking all excited and then open the box and realise I've ordered not what I thought I ordered. So we'll find out. It's supposed to be here.
Awkward.
Oh my God, it's inflatable. I don't remember ordering that.
Exactly. This is not
This is
the
the one.
I didn't order it
This
from
is
that
the
place.
anal intruder 1000. I ordered 2000.
Jeez. So we'll all get to see it if it arrives in time. So my week. That's the week been. So yeah, always fun.
Fantastic.
As long as it comes with the plug.
Whoa.
Really?
There's a
Keep that
Volca
going.
joke
Take that how you
right
want.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Darren. Okay, Andy, how's your week been?
Hey everybody. No new toys here, sadly. Still broke, so wish I had something to show, but same old crap. But yeah, it's been fine. Just busy getting ready for NAMM next week. As usual, watch the live coverage. Signal permitting, otherwise I'll do a bunch of local videos and upload them. But usually I find pockets where the signal is good enough at least. A couple of years I've had to use their Wi-Fi for some reason. The 5G is just not doing it. It gets too choppy, and so we'll see. But so far so good. Most several years I've been doing it in a row now, so that should be fun. Hardware jams was fun this week. We had bass face challenge. That was a lot of fun. Make some for bass face. Lots of cool stuff there. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Just going on my own steam here, but happy to be here.
Don't forget, everybody, Andy's only had about an hour's sleep, so give him some slack. He's working hard. He's trying to earn some bucks, and he's.
I didn't even get much of a bedhead. You're supposed to get bedhead.
Yeah.
Cut him some slack, guys. Awesome. Nice to have you, buddy. Really nice to have you, as always. Yeah. Don't worry, he warms up. He needs to go and get himself a coffee. And Ian, how's your week been, buddy?
Hiya. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How's your week been? Yes, so put out a video on Monday, which was the first track from the first single by Look Stranger, me and my band with Louisa Rose. This one's I'm singing it. Surprise, surprise. It's called The Last Thing. Then I did a composer meeting on Monday afternoon, which was quite fun with some guys from Scotland. That was just a sort of get together virtually, and then spent most of the week mixing the other track, which will be the lead track, which is Broken, which Louisa Rose is singing on that. Thank God, because I had a day in London on Thursday to meet the latest member of the Cole family, little Ellis, who's 7 days old. That was quite fun. Yay. And then recorded a podcast last night, and Louise Rose came and co-hosted that with me. So she'll be on that. That'll be out on Monday, and we will put actually you'll get to hear both tracks throughout it, but the lead track will be at the end. Yeah, that's it. And next week I'm starting to master these two tracks to get them ready for the release date is going to be the 14th of February. Because it's Valentine's Day and the song is called Broken, about breakup of a relationship. I thought it was rather appropriate to do that. It's not autobiographical. I am still with Jay, and I don't know why she puts up with me. I have bought something, but it's not synth related. I bought this. So this is it's very very UK centric. So. People in Australia and US, I would suggest don't buy this. But it's written by a composer who's up in Scotland, and it's just a guide to self. It's not a comprehensive guide, but there's some really interesting things in it. It's about 15 quid from his website and 12 quid from Amazon, I think, something like that. It is worth looking at if you're in the UK. It's really about getting your music published and getting your music out there through the UK. Yeah, that's my week. As always,
fantastic.
happy to be here.
What a great week. Awesome. Heading back over to the Aussie land, and Chris is here. How's your week been, mate?
Kind of quiet this week. I haven't got a lot to report. It's been a bit hot, so it's been a bit of a struggle to get into the studio to do music, but I have managed to get some music done this week, working on some new music for what will hopefully be an EP that I'm going to release this year. That was can technically be known as a New Year's resolution, I guess. I'm going to release an EP.
Yay!
So it's a good one to have, isn't
I
it?
did have a cheer here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Now it's delayed because
I can't. Of course, I can't guarantee anyone will like it, but
who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Yep.
Somebody will like it. Chris.
Piss someone off. That's
Somebody
what the
will like
idea
it.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just if I disappoint one person, I've done my job.
Yeah.
And anyway, if you think of it like I do, if nobody likes it and they say they don't like it, at least you know they still listen to it to find they didn't like it.
True, yes.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than being ignored, but that could happen as well.
Yeah, better to elicit some response. Better, no response is not good. So
Yeah. Well, that's cool. All good. As I said, it's been a bit hot. So what else? Yeah, I've been working on the firmware for my new module. So that's kind of boring because, it's software development. It's not particularly interesting for people here. When it becomes something more, something you can show as they go, putting it into getting it up to the show and tell stage, then I might show some stuff. Because that'll be kind of good fun for people to see. And I'm also working on software side of it. So there's the firmware that runs on the module, and then there's software that runs in the computer. It's pretty much the same as what I've been talking about the last year. It's just that it's a new module with much more capabilities than the previous idea. So working on that, which is, as I said, it's not a lot to report, but it's something that keeps you occupied because it's a bit of a grind sometimes doing software development. You just got to sometimes you're not particularly inspired, but you just got to kind of work through, and then you can get to the more inspiring stuff. And that's on the horizon, get to this thing, and then you go, then I can work on that bit, which was much more interesting. So, yep, trying to keep my spirits up and all that kind of good stuff. Apart from that, everyone here's okay. Nothing's burnt down. Nothing's blown up. I haven't burnt anything. I haven't burnt myself for all. I haven't injured myself for too long. Oh no, now I've said that. I'm going to injure myself tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not good.
So, other than that, why don't we just get on with the show?
Okie dokies. Well,
I didn't mean to sound standoffish, but
yeah. Well, why don't we say thank you to our supporters?
That's great.
YouTube channel members. Might be slightly out of date too. Patreon dudes. And don't forget, Plugin Guru also sponsors our Name That Synth segment. But there's the chatties. Look at them in all their glory. Aren't they fantastic looking? Hi, chatties. Thanks for being on the show. I know that there's other platforms that we're streaming on, Trovo and Twitch and Facebook, but you guys don't really count. It's only YouTube that counts. No, I don't have the technology to show all that.
It is, Rant.
Don't count. Brilliant.
All right, let's do a synth quiz because I know everyone loves the synth quiz now. I can't believe how this synth quiz has just taken off. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, Ian, it's definitely an uh-oh moment this week. I can tell you that, mate.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I think, actually, to be honest...
Did you 8,000?
I think you might get this
Eventually,
one.
it will.
All right, synth quiz. For those who don't know, there is a sponsor vacancy for the synth quiz. So if you would like to be the commercial sponsor for this segment, please contact me via whatever method you can. There's all sorts of links on my YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll find me. Right. We're going to do 3 clues. The first clue is now, and then the other 2 clues are at some random part during the show. So hopefully you stick around and you can check out all 3 clues. And if you want to put your answer in at any time, just put synth quiz answer, and then away we go. Chuck it into the YouTube chat if you can. There's the first clue sequence. What could that be? It could be just about anything, really, couldn't it? I think it could just about be anything. But anyway, we'll get that one started. Right now everyone's going, oh, really? That's kind of like a pretty generic word.
That's too easy.
What could it be?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty ballsy if you put the guess in right now, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll
All right. While you guys are doing that, having to think about the synth quiz, why don't we get some laughs in with Funny Side? Let's go. Yes, Yes, right. Well, producing electronic music in the 90s must have been awesome. Yes. Let me just make that a bit bigger so you guys can tell whereabout they were producing. Yes. CRT.
I was going to say, that's about a bit more realistic for us, isn't it?
Pepsi Max.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Pepsi Max fueled my band.
Look, if we are
in
not
the
kicking the make everyone feel bad about themselves humor, black humor as I call it, then we're not doing our job. Anyway, try this one. You're going to die of alpha radiation. There's only one way we can save you. Not the Volker again.
I like.
Ah, dearie me.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Only the brown notes here, people. Right. Integrate your bug killing with your music with the MIDI Mosquito Zapper with the 3 Moog sticker. God, got a winner there.
Oh, I want this.
I want this too.
I tell you what,
I'm going to build it.
I tell you what, I need.
I'll buy it.
I need a MIDI cockroach zapper. Those
Ooh.
bloody suckers crawling around in my
really
garden at the moment.
They're any enormous wood beetle ones.
Yeah, the massive, huge American ones that we get in our
When you
garden.
say how big are we talking?
Are they well like that?
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm glad
and
I don't live in
fly.
Australia.
They're American. They're American cockroaches. Don't blame Australia. If they were Australian, they'd be poisonous or venomous or something. Anyway,
Of course.
Technically, it's a German. Technically, it's a German cockroach. That's the pest one. So
the German ones are the little brown ones that get in your cupboards, and once you get those, they're nasty. Yeah, no, these aren't them.
it's Blatoides germanica. So
Yeah. Anyway, MIDI Mosquito Zapper, away we go to the next one. Me trying to figure out how I spent 23k on synthesizers I don't use this year. Is that The Accountant? That's a great movie, that. That is a
That's
great
me.
movie.
Yeah.
That's got to be me, hasn't it?
That one was sent in by Keith. Good on you, Keith. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. Well done for that. And I think he sent the other one in with the Volker as well, if I remember rightly, in Discord. Guys, do check out Discord. I'll put the link up in a sec. We'll do that after the memes. This is pretty risque, this one. I thought I'd add it anyway. Why the hell not? Dearie me. When you learn to create your own sounds with synthesizers, the girl falls for you on their own.
Oh dear.
Think he might have put a few $1,000s towards that girl visiting him. But yeah, anyway.
I was thinking of his drug habit.
Yeah. She just wanted to ride in his Lamborghini. Right. Let's launch the poll in the YouTube chats. Let's see if that's worked for us. It has indeed started the poll. ! Vote. No spaces, and then a space, and then the number that corresponds to your favorite meme. 0 is the 90s production. 1 is the Volker insertion. 2 is the MIDI zapper. 3 is the budget. 4 is the synth guys. In the Lamborghini, gotta be the synth guy. You two can get
I am
the girl.
conflicted this week.
Typos included in those polls, by the way. Yeah, the polls are
Can I
coming
vote for
in.
2?
Go for it. It does
I'm
handle.
trying to vote
duplicates.
for budget. All right, I'll vote for budget as well then.
Vote for The Accountant. Don't forget ! Vote space and then the number. Whoever's being weird in the chat. There's a few of you being weird. Follow what everyone else is doing. Generally speaking, it kind of is a bit of an indication that that might be the right way to do it. I'm not going to mention any names. And what I might do though is I just might put this here so that people can see who's being a doofus. There we go. Doofus.
He's trying
See if
to
I can make the
shaming
there's the cursor there. I'll make that one there, that cursor there, and then I'll make another cursor down there.
Need one of those magnifying glass things go over the top of it. It's like, oh, what do we see there? Oh,
We've got more than 10 votes, so I can end the poll whenever you like, but it's still people voting. Bert, you are a shocker. Yeah. Why don't we end the poll, I think. We've got more than 10 votes. There is definitely a down and out winner this week. Here it is. The winner is MIDI Zapper with 7 votes. Wow, that's a pretty decent amount of votes. Wags, what are you trying to do? Were you late, Wags?
He was.
You were late, mate. And it wouldn't have helped anyway. It wouldn't have helped. There wasn't enough votes for number 1.
He had a
Sorry,
RAM
bud.
glitch, so it came out late. So.
Yep. All right, so I need to keep a note of that. Let me go to my little notes and go MIDI Zapper, so I don't forget. Okie dokies. Right. Well done, everyone. We should get stuck into the news, I think, because this week is all the sort of really early, let's get it out there before everyone else floods, like a literal tidal wave. But the NAMM stuff is really starting to come out, I feel. And I don't know how much NAMM stuff's going to come out this year. But, yeah. Anyway, let's roll the stinger. And we'll find out on the other side of this. And, of course, we're going to start with this one, the Korg Kaoss Pad. And a nickname for it is the KPV, or KP5, if you want to call it that. Or just Korg Kaoss Pad 5. Or Korg Kaoss Pad V. I think all of those, all the above, you'd get a pat on the back for being creative with all those names. But you can see it written there on the machine. I mean, there's a nice, sexy looking character V there. You can even just do the old V. If you buy one, walk out the shop. Yay, I bought one. I'm a V man. And you could be a trendsetter. Anyway, what is this about, guys? This is the Kaoss Pad. We haven't had a Kaoss Pad release from Korg probably over 10 years, I would say. That's a guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the last one they released was the Quad, wasn't it? The Korg Kaoss Pad Quad. I know they've had the Kaoss Pad integrated in things like the, what do they call those kit things that they do?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. When did the mini come out? The mini.
Oh, the NTS.
Well, didn't they do that like touch screen?
Chaos Later 2, wasn't it?
That,
anyway,
it came out last year or the year before, and it was really expensive.
Yeah.
That was the first Kaoss Pad I got, and I'm actually quite astounded that I still own this thing. But I actually got this bundle when I bought my Microkorg, the first Microkorg I bought. And have you guys ever seen this one? This was one of the originals. And I actually had,
I have a couple of those.
Chris will love this, I actually had a battery leakage in this sucker as well.
Yummy.
And I fixed it with the old vinegar. Vinegar fixed it.
Yes.
So you can see those babies are still all working fine. And yes, she does still work.
Yeah.
Had it all fixed. Luckily for me, there wasn't any drums with the circuit board. So so you can see the evolution of the Kaoss Pad from, I don't know if that was the actual first one. Someone can tell me if I'm right or wrong or not. But I think it was one of the first.
The first small one, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Chaos
Chaos
Pad
Later
FX.
Pro. Chaos Later Pro Plus was the last one, which is 2013.
Okay, so I was right. Over 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but
After the red one was
they
the
released
mini
Chaos.
KP line, the KP02 mini KP, which is also
that was
red,
2015.
but
I've got.
smaller.
Yeah. So
I've
I've
got
owned
one of them.
I've owned a Chaosolator Pro. I've owned a Kaoss Pad KP3 is the one I owned, the bigger one, which is kind of similar looking to this, except it was black. And this one's kind of modeled after that. So this is kind of like the next addition to that, I feel.
There's also the KP sample, which was black. It's a small one.
Yeah,
And
but that
not
was
very common, but
and
I have a
the-
couple
that was
of
still
those.
older as well.
I sold my Chaos Later when they brought out the Chaos Later, the iPad
Yeah.
one, which is actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's very good.
Yeah, it is very good. It is. Anyway, so let's have a talk about this because this is what everyone wants to know about. It is a lot of... Okay, so I had a chat to a couple of friends who are DJs, and I feel like there's been some anticipation for Korg to release another one of these. And a lot of you will probably think, you know what? I never even thought this was going to ever happen. This is kind of out of the blue. How did they think that? Well, apparently in the DJ world, a lot of people have very rundown and broken and poorly looking Kaoss pads because they're all, 10, 15 years plus old. And so it's actually probably time Korg brought a new one out, and they've done it. So that's good news. They're not quite ready to buy yet. So there is a link that you can pre-order through Thomann, which I'll give you right now if you want to grab yourself one when they first come out, because I tell you now, they're going to sell like hotcakes, these things. They really will. So there's the Thomann link. Now that link is an affiliate link that I've chucked in the YouTube chat. It does give me a kickback, but it doesn't make your price any more expensive. So you'll be supporting the channel at the same time doing what you were going to do anyway. So do that, and like a good boy. Anyway, so what does it bring? What it brings to us is a new generation of Kaoss Pad users now. I feel like the younger generation want to get into it, and this will bring some of the new features to it. So we've got the retaining of the XY pad, which is very iconic with that, but I don't think anyone would expect it to be different in that sense, because that's actually very user-friendly, that massive big XY pad in the middle there. However, it has improved quite a lot, and we'll talk about how that's improved in a sec. There is also major evolution with the dual touch control. You can now use 2 fingers simultaneously to manipulate separate parameters, controlling things like filter cutoff with one and a delay feedback with another, for example, or maybe you want to do pitch and reverb depth at the same time. So beyond the effects side of things, the KPV is a comprehensive connectivity hub. It actually has a USB audio interface built into this sucker, and it allows you to record directly into your DAW, and you can stream your performance live as well with it. It supports simultaneous use of mic, line, and USB inputs, and it makes great sort of connectivity with people like vocalists or DJs or even guitarists, I guess, because it's actually got a high Z input in there, so that's also pretty handy. It's got a new voice FX engine in there, so it can transform vocals with real-time harmonies, pitch correction, and a vocoder. And Korg have always been, in my opinion, one of the best people to do vocoders. I'm going to put Ian up on the top right-hand corner. I forgot about Ian. I don't want to leave him out. With the dual touch XY pad, you can control, as I said, 2 different effect parameters simultaneously with multi-touch gestures. The voice engine, as I mentioned, there's also an advanced sampling engine in here where you can sample up to 8 bars, tempo dependent, with real-time overdubbing, slicing, and BPM synced gates and hold with that as well. So there's some interesting kind of sample looping manipulation thing going on here, which is what the Kaoss Pad used to do before, but I feel like it's now improved in that realm a little bit. Probably helped people with less frustration, because I felt like that was kind of where it was, the previous version, it was kind of limited, if that makes sense. Right, what else? I mentioned guitar input was good with the high Z 1/4 inch for guitarists. Audio interface I mentioned, simultaneous inputs I mentioned, 300 programs of mix and process mic, line, and USB. 300 programs of 200 factory presets, plus the classic Kaoss stuff is in here. So if you were thinking, oh, I don't want to buy a used 13, 15-year-old Kaoss Pad, I can get this baby, and it's got all the programs that were in the classic Kaoss Pads, plus the new algorithms that are in here, and also you get 100 user slots as well.
Is it 1/4 inch only, or is it a Neutrik connector?
I'll show you a picture of the back in a sec. There's actually there's USB and MIDI and all sorts of stuff on the back.
They should have a Neutrik on there.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a browser editor for managing presets. So you don't need to install any software there. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that still. I feel like that, because browsers evolve quickly over the years. So who here uses Netscape Navigator still? Anyone? Do you know what I mean? So browsers evolve,
Absolutely
right?
not.
Who uses Alta Vista as a search engine? All I'm saying is software legacy does evolve. So be careful with that. If you are going to use their editor, hopefully you can download it as like a web suite HTML file thing, JavaScript or something, and you can sandbox it. I feel that would be the way to go.
Korg have got history in creating sort of apps for synths and then abandoning them I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
lots of
yeah.
lots of the stuff that I've got that's not that old,
Yeah.
and I can't use any of them. You
Yeah.
know?
Like me using my virtual machine Windows XP to run my Korg M3 stuff. So it's the only way I can do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, price. Everyone loves to know the price. Price is $649.99 US. If you're living in the UK, £528. If you're living in Australia, $899. Now, one thing about the prices, you'll notice that they're not exchange rate equating exactly, and there's reasons for it. In the US, Korg has an individual distributor there, so they're getting around some of the tariff laws with that. Australia, same. They've got
Local film.
what's that company called that does the Korg distribution? I forget their name now. Anyway, CMI
yeah.
Australia. They do the Korg distribution here in Australia, and the same deal for the UK. They've got their own Korg distribution there, so that's why you're seeing a bit of a difference in the prices. I feel like the UK price feels a bit steep for me.
Well,
If
the
I'm
street
being
price will be
honest.
probably about $450. I would have thought. By
Yeah.
the time, I mean, it won't be at the beginning, but if you're
it's
prepared to wait
$450,
for it,
right?
Yeah.
If it's $450, that would put it in line with the Australian price, but that Australian price includes GST, and you guys have got your VAT. So if it's $450 including VAT, that would be pretty cheap.
that would be great, actually. But I mean, I think you'll have to wait for that price. It'll cut. They do what they always do. It'll be close to that price when it's launched because everybody wants it, and then 6 months later, the deals will probably start to happen.
Yeah.
Sadly,
All right.
I don't have any connection with Korg anymore, so I can't ignore one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't need to.
Yeah,
All right.
it doesn't. No.
Ian, I'm
don't.
gonna pop you off
Sure.
for a sec. We're
Lose
just gonna
me.
have a little look at the vid. Let's go. To be honest with you guys, probably not the best demo video that Korg put out.
No.
Yeah, it didn't tell us anything, did it?
No.
Really?
Let's just call it a bit one-dimensional, shall we?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
sample.
And
Quite
the
like- I was
video
quite-
shot. Oh, well, yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite liked his studio though.
Undersold the product big time. I will
Absolutely.
I will tell you hand on heart right now that this thing has got about 1 billion times more capability than what that video was letting you know about. It just felt like a little glitchy sort of FX machine, which it is.
Just like a little beat repeat thing. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, and it kind of didn't inspire you, did
There's
it?
so
But
much
this thing
more.
has got so much more in it. So apologies for that, but it's Korg's fault. They're the ones that running the show here. But I can guarantee you this thing is insanely much better than what that video let you know to believe. Yeah. Has anyone actually who here's owned a Kaoss Pad like that bigger size format Kaoss Pad before? I know I have.
Yeah, I've only had,
Andy's
I've only
got
had
one.
a small one.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Let us know
I
in
always
chat.
wanted one.
Let us know if your chatties have got one. If you've still got your old KP3 or even the older one. Is it the KP? Was it the KP1? Did they call it the KP1? The big one? The original
Just
one?
Chaos Pad.
It was a KP1 and a KP2, wasn't
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
wasn't the KP2 the smaller one though, or was the smaller
Yeah.
one the I can't remember. Anyway, I'm
it?
forgetting.
Actually,
I
no,
haven't
you're
got
right.
anything.
The KP2, it's the KP2 is the one that I've got, the little red backed one.
Yeah,
I mean, that's great for what it is. For I mean, I don't think it's still current, is it? But it's brilliant. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's an effects processor, but it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one was white with a white pad, right?
I can't remember Andy. Yeah, it's a
it
while
was
ago
white with a
now.
white pad.
Yeah. Anyway, who thinks that this is something that they would get now that Korg have revamped it and multi-touch? Do you feel like there could have been
I'm
more
really
than
s-
2 fingers? Maybe with the multi-touch, Darren?
I always wanted one. I really did. And when they stopped making it, I thought they'd never bring it back. I thought, So I sort of moved in a different direction to create a similar thing. And I really like this. And I just have one niggly finger thing. The only problem is, well, it's not a problem because the product's really great and everyone will be buying it. And that's the problem. Everyone will be buying it.
Yeah.
And everybody will be using the same effect, all the same stuff. And they'll be like, I still want one, but it's not going to be any different. You're not going to stand out because everyone's going to.
Did they add some new effects though? Are there new algorithms on here?
There's new
Yeah,
algorithms.
there's
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
algorithms, yeah. You'll be hearing all the same for a while. But it'll be on my list, but I won't be rushing to buy it. I don't think you'll be able to rush to buy it anyway because it'll be out of stock for a few months.
I think it's a
But I
couple
do
of
like
months
it.
away.
I've always wanted one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the price is a bit high. I don't
I do
mean
too.
that it's not worth it. I just feel it's a bit high. I think Korg did it. That product they brought out 2 years ago with that sort of sample machine they brought out 2 years ago. They did the same thing for that too.
That was about 800 though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the Chaos Later Pro was pretty high because they're giving you technically 2 things smashed into one. So
I'd say it's probably. I'd say it's just about where it's going to be. I think because one, they know they're going to be able to sell these like anything, and two, it is sitting in the sort of high end, foot pedal range, doing a lot more as well. So I think it's probably right.
Yeah,
in
that thing they
nowadays.
I mean that thing that they launched was it 2 years ago? The Chaos Replay, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
that's it.
I don't know how well that sold.
It's a flop.
It's a flop because you could. Well,
Yeah.
I think you're right. It was 800 quid when it came out. It's now down to 658 at Gear for Music. So,
yep.
I mean, I'm more interested in this, but I'll be honest with you, I don't need it. So, if I have some
the little guys are my
disposable
favorite. You
cash,
just put them in your pocket and go. They're really convenient.
I like the little. Yeah, I like the little one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The NTS one.
Use that at EMOMs all the time. Yeah.
So people like Velcro them to a guitar and use them for while
Yeah.
you're playing. You can actually
Yeah.
twiddle with your hands and stuff.
I mean, for me, for the dollars, I felt like they could have done multi, like an iPad type interface, where you can have more than 2 fingers. I think 2 fingers was a little okay. Yeah, it's improvement on the previous one. That's cool, but I felt like you could have, because it's XY. It might have maybe three, sort of 3 connectivity, so you could do squeezes and stuff like that.
Yeah, part of it.
I mean,
This
it's a
is
small
going out
thing,
for
but
a lot of the DJs, isn't it? Really? And then obviously,
I'd like those.
musicians will pick it up as it tags along behind.
I'd like those little squares to be slightly smaller, if I'm honest.
Yep.
It's just a small thing, but it's quite a big, yeah. But
They've always been a bit chunky. These things always been chunky.
Yeah.
It's part of its iconic look, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, the layout's the same too.
So
The
I can
the
understand.
knobs are in the same place. The buttons are. It's kind of the they haven't
SD
changed
card
it in
at
a
the
long
front,
time.
same place. Connections at the back, same. Except for the extra guitar one, but other than that, it's pretty similar.
So R&D costs are cheaper.
I think the big cool thing in here, other than the algorithms and stuff, is the audio engine in it. So that is going to make
better,
it,
doesn't it?
Yeah, that's going to make it good.
The one problem I have with the Chaos Layer Pro is they didn't have enough steps. If you're trying to make it as a looper and use the 4 buttons as 4 separate loopers, it was just too short. So hopefully they added, more good.
I didn't see anything, Andy, on here about the the log, build your own effects type. Upload it to this like you can with the other.
No, there doesn't seem to be any Log API support for
Yeah.
this. It's very much its own ecosystem, sort of different technology.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you put the Synovibe stuff in there. It'd be nice.
That would be cool if they had that.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think, guys? Winner? Not sure. Sitting on the fence.
It's going to be a winner.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
I like it.
It's going to be. They're going to sell bucket loads of them.
It's going to do great stuff in the hands of someone other than me.
Well, great stuff in the hands of someone other than the person in that Korg video.
Yeah.
I've seen people do.
But he was doing his job, wasn't he? He was paid to do a job. That's what they wanted.
If you got that as a
Yeah.
free hat with it, you would buy it immediately. So
That was meant to be that was
Yeah,
meant to be the first. It was meant to be just the first video in a series of videos demonstrating it. But then someone said, "Oh shit, that budget was for all of them."
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we're having one video now.
They do have MIDI implementation, these things, by the way, too. There's MIDI in and out on the back. So you can... I don't know... The thing with me is the last KP3 I had, I was a little bit underwhelmed with the MIDI implementation of it, and I felt like it could have done more. So I don't know if they've just sort of brought the exact same implementation across to this and you just got the same access. But who knows? I think you'll probably need to go and review all the user manuals and stuff if you want to find that out. But definitely has MIDI implementation anyway, if you're looking for that.
just imagine if Roland made this and had a D-beam in it. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's what Bert's just said.
Yeah, I would
very good,
love that.
yes.
D-beams are great. I miss D-beams.
K-beam. Good on you, Bert.
God, just.
All right. Well, Kaoss Pad
G-beam.
KPV or KP5? How do you guys want to dub it? KP5?
V.
KPV?
KPV.
V.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue a bit
KPV.
better.
I reckon, yeah, do the big V. V for victory.
Yeah.
I reckon
it's gonna
I'm
be
giving
around for a
Korg a
while.
victory.
Yeah, do
Before
do
the
this
other
one,
one,
not
so-
this one, right? So,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Don't turn
Yeah.
your hand around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna do
Oh,
well.
look, I've got balloons.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd have one, but I wouldn't rush out to get one.
Yeah, me too. I'm with Daren.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's definitely one of those things you'll stop when you walk past the bench when it's laid out there and switch on and go, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. And you want to touch it. Ooh. But then you'll be like, nah, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Not for me anyway.
All right. Well, that one's done.
But I congratulate Korg on. I will say that. Congratulate Korg on actually bringing, reintroducing it for over 10 years.
Yeah,
whereas
resurrected
some
it.
just have let it die and disappear.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a bit of character
so it's a phoenix from the ashes.
exhibiting there, which is to be commended.
Yeah.
Awesome.
like
Okay.
Roland, where's an MX1 or an MX2?
Yeah. Well, let's not cloud.
I don't think they're listening, Darren.
Let's not cloud it. Let's talk about the next product. And that's this thing from Proel or Prol.
Oh, yeah.
This is the DigiPad 8 now, or DigiPad 8 if you want to go that way. What is this, guys? What is this? I bet you didn't know it is an 8-channel digital mixer.
Ooh.
But what makes this
Can it
mixer
record?
what makes this mixer interesting is it actually squeezes motorized faders into it.
Yes,
We were talking about this last week, weren't we, guys?
that's right.
And it also squeezes a touchscreen into it as well. So you've actually got 8-channel, you've got motorized faders, you've got a touchscreen, you've got full wireless control, and the actual footprint, the size of this thing, you'll see it in a second. The video is smaller than a laptop. It's actually pretty small form factor. Not the smallest mixer I've seen, but with your standard XLR connections up the top. Yeah. It's a pretty decent hybrid workflow with this. So you are getting it's like a live performance mixer. It does have the fat channel sort of topology in it. So the screen corresponds. You got these select buttons across the top of the faders, and then the screen corresponds to what you've selected, and you get the fat channel information on the screen, and you've then got manipulation in that. It is a digital mixer, which makes it very interesting for that side of stuff. So let's talk about how much it can handle. So one of the things I want us looking into this is why do we need Wi-Fi? What's that for with the mixer? Well, apparently it can be controlled remotely with apps via Wi-Fi on Android, iOS, Windows, and Mac, and that's something that a lot of venues like that sort of stuff. They'll be able to control it remotely.
Stand in the middle of the room and mix it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or that you might have a the performer might have an iPad on the stage, for example, and he can access, you know, the mixer, and without actually having to actually be physically next to it, sort of thing. So that's one of the things about it. Motorized faders is a cool thing, I feel. They're 60mm motorized faders, and obviously, if you've ever had motorized faders on a mixer before, the benefit is that you get the instant feedback from recalling a scene. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen that on like the Neve desks and things like that. It's a pretty cool thing to see. So that you recall a scene and all the mixers.
Yeah, my Yamaha 01P.
You'll see it on the video.
Yeah,
You got the Yamaha one? Yeah.
We used to drop.
I had to return it because it was busted, but they are cool when they work.
Yeah, my X Touch does it. It's good.
Yeah. Inputs wise, you can see physically what you're seeing there. You've got 1 to 2 combo XLR jacks with mic and line. You've got inputs 3 to 4, which are the XLR mic line or the high Z jack instruments, and inputs 5 to 8 is your stereo line jack. And then you've got each channel has 4-band full parametric EQ, compressor, and gate controls. The audio interface in here is the other thing, because I mentioned before it's an 8-channel digital mixer. I was hoping that it would have an audio interface, and it does. It's a 24-bit 48K USB interface, USB-C. So I was a little disappointed on the 48K. You know, to technology these days, you should be able to get higher. I mean, even Daren talked about the MX1 5 minutes ago, and that's 96K.
Is it just stereo bus or?
I'll tell you about that in a sec, because it does get interesting there. Yeah. So it does have Bluetooth 5.2 for wireless audio streaming, and it does have output routing. You can output the main mix plus 2 independent AUX sends and a dedicated FX send on it as well. It only weighs 2 kilos, or about 4.6 pounds, Andy, for you, and it fits in a backpack. So that's good.
Nice.
Price wise, $345 US dollars, or £309, or 499 Aussie, or if you're in Europe, about 360 euros. Yeah. Let's have a look. We're going to get to the question that you have in a sec, Chris, but let's have a look at the video first. Then we'll just turn Ian off for a sec. Sorry, Ian.
Capacitive touchscreen, providing full local control of the mixer without the need for external devices or applications. Unlike most competitors in this market, the control apps share the same layout as the mixer across all supported platforms, minimizing the software learning curve. The interface is easy to navigate and provides access to every mixer setting. Each channel offers full processing, including EQ, compressor, and gate. And the DSP includes a high-quality professional stereo reverb processor. The Digipad 8 is an extremely versatile mixer that, in a lightweight and compact package, allows for professional setups with minimal bulk and complexity.
All right. Now, a couple of things. Chris, you probably noticed on the video they answered your question. It's a 2x2. It's a 2 in, 2 out. It's just a stereo mix, audio interface. My first moan about this product. There is an opportunity for you guys to have an 8-channel or even a 10-channel, if you actually think about it, audio interface built into this thing. So that's my first moan about it. The second moan is the 48K. Should have been 96 or even higher.
96.
Right? That's my second moan. And my third moan is that this thing doesn't have any of that new floating point or 32-bit floating point technology in it for clipping and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and no clipping.
Yeah.
Infinite headroom type stuff.
I kind of feel like if you're going to bring a mixer out today, you've got to tick all the new mod-con features that mixers and audio interfaces are bringing out. Otherwise, you're kind of already behind. You're already behind with the 48K. You're already behind with the 2 in, 2 out digital interface. It's like it's got old tech in here. It's
Maybe
really
they're
a
testing
nice,
the waters. Will be a Rev 2 or something that will do that.
nice, tidy looking mixer. You know, and the price isn't too bad. Probably a little on the high side, but definitely a tidy looking mixer. And that to be honest, it's probably really nice to use and everything. And I love the motorized phase. That's really cool. Maybe they've spent all of their budget on the motorized phase. I'm not sure. And you've got to sort of forgive them for the rest of the stuff missing. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of me ranting about it. You guys have a chat about this.
So it is just a mixer. So you can't record into it. There's no SD card slot.
No, you can stream though. You can stream.
Yeah, 300 quid is not bad actually for a mixer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all
It
those
does
things,
treat you
that's
right.
a lot. Yeah.
Does
You're
come
competing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Zoom on that
Usage.
price though, Ian.
Absolutely, they are. They really are. I mean,
Yeah.
and my money would go to the Zoom
Yeah.
if I'm honest.
I mean, the Zoom doesn't have motorized faders, so they'll
No.
win there.
But I mean, I don't. Do you really? I mean, yes, it's quite nice to have motorized faders in a studio, but do I need them live?
Yeah.
Not really.
And do the motorized faders follow other things other than volume? Because that's always the
Yeah.
question. Is it
good
also
point.
used to adjust the pan? Is it also used? Can they be assigned to other things?
To the EQ
Otherwise,
setting, yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, you've got motorized faders for one function of a mixer.
Mm.
I know it's in the name, so it's kind of important, but is it really enough? Otherwise,
mean, the
it's
other thing
an
is that-
overused component.
I mean, the Zoom, although they're rotaries, aren't they, on the Zoom? But you can alter pan and that quite quickly live in a setting. Do I have to then go in? How easy is it to get to the touch screen to change what I want to change quickly?
Yeah.
That might. I mean, I wouldn't know until I've played with it, but yeah, and I agree with you, Rance. They've sort of missed a bit of a trick with not bringing it bang up to date with floating point and stuff like that.
Yeah, just interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bigger thing for me was the audio interface. Having only the 2 in 2 out, you had the 8 channels already on the system. It's digitally handling it already in the box. So
It's really a bare bones minimal interface, which is this day and age not really. As I said,
It could be the
that was
processor
5,
couldn't
10
handle
years
it.
ago, it was like that.
yep, it's just
Yeah,
a choice,
maybe.
Andy. It's a choice. But look, one thing I do like about it, it's a really nice looking mixer. It's got a very good form factor about it.
Yeah,
Good size, very
You
good
don't often
size.
see white mixers either. I mean, Yamaha do white mixers, but you don't often see white mixers.
it's almost got a euroracky front panel feel about it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So that's why I like it.
Not only that, but it has a dedicated button called Artist BT to help you with your mixes.
Yeah.
I wonder how.
So do you guys know about Prol? Prol, they do.
Yeah.
They're like your stage gear type company. They do, your in-house, front of house mixers, speakers, amplification.
I've got mic stands made by them as well,
Yeah.
and they do
Kind of-
keyboard racks and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think they're Italian, aren't they? From memory.
That I don't know.
It kind of makes sense now in that kind of context. It's sort of live sound reinforcement type
Yep.
choices.
Maybe like
Yeah.
Andy says, they're just sort of testing the water, and then if people start to think, well, it's not bad, it could do with this, and this, like we've said.
Yeah, it's an
And
initial
then,
offering, so you could always have a Rev 2
Yeah.
or Plus version or
So
something.
it's one of the things I kind of get a little bit. We can sit here in our chairs and be critics and stuff, but if you ever travel around the world, one thing you'll notice about is you go to certain countries and the technology that's in the mainstream of what people are buying in that country may not need the things that I just mentioned. They may not need the floating point, the 8 channels, and the digital interface. They might just need what this is delivering. This might just literally tick all the boxes what most people want. Maybe it's they've done their market research and they thought, well, we don't need any more than 48K. It's pretty good at 48K. It's like, it's around vinyl quality. Technically what they say is the quality of 48K is around vinyl. It's better than CD. What's wrong with that? I mean, I agree. I've recorded complete albums with 48K. so I'm okay with 48K. The only reason why I would say that it should be more than 48K is because of the sample factor. So as soon as you start manipulating digital audio in a sample level, the more bits that you've got in your recorded,
oversampling and stuff.
you
need it to get
you get the loss, right? So the more bits you've got in your sample, the better it is, and that's the only thing. So it's a bit like in the old days, if you went to a recording studio and there were different versions of tape reels that were around in different studios, and you could tell if you ever listened to recordings from the 70s and even early 80s, you can tell which recordings were made at certain studios around England, around the US, and around even in Australia, and some of them had a distinct tape reel sort of tone about them.
Some were Revox, some were Tascam.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of feel like you're gonna have people talking about 48K, 96, 192. Like you're gonna have people talking about that in the future. So does this need more than 48K? Probably not. Like the market may not need it. This is kind of where I'm sort of going with it. Don't forget these guys are Italian, so they're probably they're selling it mainly to that European market, I would suggest. Is this
compare this with the Zoom offering, and 10 years ago plus you had the Behringer. I have one. It has battery. It's only 5 channels. It's very simple. Doesn't have this cool stuff on it.
Yeah,
and it was not cheap either. So
like I said, they're launching this thing at NAMM, so you can actually go check it out, Andy, if you want when you're there. Yeah. I don't know if you'll have time checking out mixes, but
I mean, I try to look at everything. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's a big show.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get my steps in. Yeah.
They talk, but they talk about this chuck it in your backpack sort of thing. I mean, it's a pretty decent thing to chuck in your backpack. It's it is, it's probably this big, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be a fairly decent whack in your backpack, but you can. And that's kind of that's a selling point of this, I guess. It's really a 4 main input with the 2 stereos afterwards. So, but if you had a couple of vocalists, a couple of guitarists, ticks most boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're obviously planning more, because on their website it says the DigiPad series, and that's the only thing there at the moment. So there's going to be a 16, probably a 12, 16, 24.
Yeah,
I would have thought.
Anyway,
because my primary portable mixer now is an Edirol 10 channel. It's about that big, and it has SPDIF, optical, 10, like I said, 10 channels. No USB, obviously, and none of this fancy stuff. But
yeah,
so there've been some good ones around for a while.
Well, it's probably good timing that they brought this out, but also I don't know if you guys have been following the news at all. And we did mention their name a couple of seconds ago, but Yamaha also brought this out, the MGX. So there is an MG series of mixers that Yamaha have had out for a while, but this is the MGX series, and there's some cool things about this actually. I do kind of we may need to sort of digest this a little bit in 2 different parts if you want to. In a way, there's kind of 2 different versions of the MGX mixers. There's kind of like a video version, and there's a standard digital mixing console version. And the reason why they've done the video version, so you'll see that in the model numbers, there'll be like an MGX 12, obviously being 12 inputs, and then you'll see an MGX 12V. And the V stands for video connectivity with HDMI input-output, which is good for people who do streaming. Video streaming. So churches are a big market for this in the US, especially the churches that do live performances and they stream their church broadcasts in the US. Really, really big market.
Some churches go all out. They have crazy stuff.
Yep. They, this software that I'm using for the stream is really popular with them, vMix. Anyway. So let's talk about the MGX series. It's a new lineup, obviously. It's a mixing console. They are bridging the gap, they're calling it, between analog and digital. And so you're getting the best of both worlds with this. It is designed at the sort of more entry level, lower end market. So it is designed for musicians, podcasters, that live streamers, that sort of market. It's not a high end mixer for your studios and that sort of stuff. But like people like us who just have home studios, this is probably really a really good product for that. Being Yamaha, it's very, very good quality, decent made, as you'd expect. So there's the analog and digital side of it. So what do we got? We've got their true sound philosophy, using their D-Pre or D-Pre microphone preamps. You've got what else? You've got non-motorized faders on this, by the way, just so we can differentiate that to the previous product. Hybrid interface, which has a 4.3-inch color touchscreen with physical knobs and non-motorized faders, making it easy to navigate, that sort of stuff. You got a USB audio interface, which is an 18 by 18. So here we go. There's a difference in product, guys.
Yeah.
On the MGX 12, or a 22 by 22 on the MGX 16. So the 12 input has 18 by 18, and the 16 input has 22 by 22. So this is a decent audio interface chip on here, and it's USB-C, and what else is it? It is Bluetooth 5.0. It does loopback audio on here, built-in loopback, really important especially if you've got that big audio interface on here. It has the scene memory thing that we're talking about before. It has some apps with the MGX editor. It also integrates natively into Yamaha Steinberg, Cubase AI. There's even like a Elgato Stream Deck plugin for this thing as well, which is really interesting. I actually was like, what? Okay, cool. Probably with the V.
That's cool.
The V versions, Anyway, let's do some prices. So we'll start at the bottom. The MGX 12, US dollars, $799. Don't forget, remembering what I said, that is a 12 input 18 by 18 USB audio interface. I'll tell you about this, the specs of the interface in a sec. There's a couple of more things to talk about with the digital interface on this as well. And you go right up to the MG16, which is $1,099, and then you've got the two video versions. So the MGX 12V, $1,099, and the MGX 16V, which is their most expensive in this particular line, which is $1,399. Okay. Where is my notes on this thing? I just wanted to tell you guys what the audio interface bitrate was, and I also wanted to tell you about the SD card, and then you guys can have a chat. Okay, so first thing was the SD card recording on it. Where did I write that thing? So it has a simple 2-track recording to a standard USB stick. It does direct multi-track recording up to 16 tracks to a micro SD card with no computer interface required. That is cool. So this is kind of competing with the Zoom products, I feel, in this realm here. And the price is pretty decent as well. Now the what I wanted to get was the bit rate. Sorry, give me a sec. It was here somewhere. Please tell me the bit rate. It is 96K on the 16 and the 12. So all the even the V versions, they're all 96K. Don't forget there is an MGX range, and there's another MGX range of Yamaha mixers. They're more higher end than this. This is kind of like the cut down version of that. If you do get the higher end version, they do 192K on their audio interfaces, by the way, which is pretty insane. But one of the things I will say about that is that you lose the amount of tracks that you can record on their more expensive gear. It's kind of weird. I just don't get it. Anyway, maybe because it's older technology, I guess. I mentioned it's got Bluetooth, didn't I? It's pretty heavy sort of. These are mixers that you're not going to chuck in your backpack. So it's different product, right?
Not
4 kilos.
3
4 kilos to just under 5 kilos. The MGX16 is around about 10 pounds. So it's it's a desktop mixer, right? Okay. Yeah. What we're going to do is I'll play the little vid. You guys can have a chat about it on the other side. And just as I did that, I put Ian up there. Doesn't matter, we'll leave Ian there. Here we go.
For 20 years, Yamaha's MG series of mixing consoles has become a globally recognized standard, chosen by both amateur and professional sound engineers and music creators engaged in a wide range of audio activities. And right now, we are happy to unveil the first fully digital MG, the MGX series. Going digital means more features and recallable memories with improved audio quality. Yet, the mixer remains easy and efficient to use. It's perfect for use at live shows, in cafes, small club or bar gigs, community events, installed in corporate and education venues, houses of worship, small theatres and arts centres. It also has valuable features for podcasters and content creators, home and studio musicians. In fact, it's a perfect blend of flexibility, performance, and premium sound quality. There are 4 models in the series with 2 physical sizes. MGX12 provides 12 channel strips with faders and send knobs, controlling 4 mono inputs, 7 stereo inputs, and a stereo main channel. While MGX16 handles 16 channel strips to control 8 mono inputs, 7 stereo inputs, and a stereo main channel. Both sizes provide a range of outputs, including 8 mix buses, 4 headphone jacks, and a dedicated live stream feed. Analog connections are found on the top, including either 4 or 8 premium MGX mic preamps. And note the professional XLR connections for the main stereo output. The Omni-Out and headphone jacks provide monitoring versatility both on stage and in a studio. See, there are 2 dedicated effects channels featuring premium reverb and delay effects. But there are also some insertable effects for both input and output channels. There's vocal pitch fix, guitar amp simulation, and even multi-band compression. All the mono inputs include regular compression as well as a noise gate, while the stereo inputs feature a ducker. They all benefit from 4 bands of parametric EQ for truly professional sound shaping ability. A glimpse of the rear panel will start to reveal more about MGX series power and performance. There is a micro SD card for either stereo or multi-track recording, up to 16 channels, or use it for stereo playback. Then there are 2 USB-C ports. Why 2? One for stereo in and out via a smartphone or tablet. Use it for bringing music or chat apps into your show. And the other is a multi-channel interface for your Mac or Windows computer. Up to 22 audio channels in and out, spread between multiple applications. Multi-track record all your inputs at the same time as live streaming the show, for example. Oh, and I mustn't forget the Bluetooth connectivity for wireless audio playback, and the 8 sound pads included for playing jingles and sound effects. What sets apart the MGX16V and the MGX12V is the video connectivity. HDMI in and through for both audio extraction and video capture. Mix the HDMI audio with the other sources and transfer it via USB with the video to your streaming app. And it's compatible up to 4K 60, so no need for compromises.
All right, we'll stop it there. But one thing I wanted to mention on the last bit with the V, wrong button, is that they are kind of aiming this product to sort of integrate with those who do sort of like YouTube-y type things. May know the ATEM range from Blackmagic Designs, and they'll know that if you get an ATEM Mini Pro, for example, they haven't. So you've got like a video switcher, and it has a master HDMI output. And so basically what they're doing with this is that you can bring the HDMI through the mixer, it extracts the audio. It means that you can mix it with other channels and then bring that then out through something else to record or to, display on a monitor or whatever that you want to do. So it's lossless, I believe, as well. So it does that in a kind of really clever way. So yeah, there you go. There's the new 2 digital mixers, 4 if you want to include the video extra bits from Yamaha. Does anyone think they're good or skip? Good or skip?
It's a lot of stuff. They're cool.
I think it's good. It is up against the Tascam, isn't it? Now the thing is about the Tascam 24 is a couple of hundred quid cheaper than the 12 channel. But I mean, you could argue that the Tascam's a little bit old in the tooth now. Long in the tooth, not old in the tooth. This has got certainly newer features.
Mod cons.
You know, I mean, the Tascam will only do 48, not 96.
Yeah.
So if I was looking for a new mixer, if I didn't have this, I would certainly be considering this. The 12 wouldn't be enough for me.
Yeah.
I'd have to have something bigger.
USB.
Yeah, I mean, like I say,
Dave may have some MIDI control. Let me just double check. There was a question in chat about MIDI. Does it have MIDI? So there may be MIDI via the USB connection on it. I'm not sure. Yeah, keep going, Darren.
I was just going to say, I've still got it actually, the Yamaha O1V. It's very similar chassis to this, by the look of it. They don't seem to have changed it, and it's built like a tank. So, I mean, yeah, if you're in the thing for a mixer, I mean, my big Mackie 32 is gone pop, but whether I'd go for one of these, yeah, like I say, I like the Yamaha mixer, so I like my O1V. I can always bring that back, and it's going to be built very similar, and it's just up to date.
Okay. So we talked about the prices before. So $799 US, 800. This is for the 12, right? So this is the bottom of the range one. £804, 1,300 Aussie. Chris, I kind of feel like this kind of does tread on Tascam's toes at the moment, and I also feel like Presonus is another company that may be sort of wiggling a little bit with uncomfortableness. Similar market. Yeah.
Style.
Yeah, I feel like these will sell well in Australia.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, because my O1V at the time was 1,300 quid, 399, I think.
Yeah.
I know it's got motorized faders, but and it was going back then, so yeah, price is about right as well. It's not even.
Yeah, it's a really
ridiculous.
good price, and Yamaha make good quality gear, even in their low end products.
Absolutely.
They're still good quality.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people of our age and older who would definitely remember some of the very early digital mixers that Yamaha brought out that would probably have been hoping for Yamaha to up their mixer game again. That might be like, finally, it's here, I'm going to get a Yamaha now. So yeah, you might be right there, Rance. Might do well in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, in my studio here, I've got Yamaha monitors, and they have been like a absolute rock solid piece of equipment for many, many, many years. I've got Yamaha hi-fi, the old days when we had hi-fi systems.
Yeah.
I used to years ago. I used to buy. Don't forget, you guys know my history. I used to work in a hi-fi shop when I was younger. Same with you, Ian. I used to buy like Pioneer receivers, and I used to buy NAD and all those sort of brands in the day, and Technics. And I kind of moved away from it towards the sort of late 90s, early 2000s. I started buying Yamaha amps for my audio because I really liked, the bang for buck and the quality that you got out of them. So I've got 2 Yamaha amps here for 2 different stereo systems that I use in home, and they're like 25, 30 years old. They're still going absolutely strong.
I mean, I had the Yamaha DSP surround sound 5 and 7 channel systems back in the day, and there was nobody to touch them for that stuff at the time. I'm sure there is now, and I don't have a surround sound system, but in fact I had to get rid of my Yamaha amp because I couldn't put the 5 channel system in, and that was only when we moved here. But no, I rate Yamaha stuff in this market.
Yeah. Now I put the link to buy one. This is through Thomann. If you live in the US, obviously you guys can find one through one of your US dealers here. But through Thomann, I think they're in stock in about 1 to 2 weeks. And what Thomann are saying to me is they will be here. So put your orders in, and whatever stock they've got coming in will go to first in, best dressed type thing. And I've been told these are going to fly off the shelves according to Thomann. They've had a lot of inquiries about it, so that's through my Thomann rep that I've got. So the link is in the chat already. So yeah, do get yourself one if you are in the market for a mixer, that's for sure, and you'll be helping the show out at the same time. Well done, guys. What's the recording resolution? It was 96K. Yeah, that's something that really impressed me with this 96K.
That's a sample rate, but the actual bit rate.
Bit rate's 32-bit.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
If that's what you were looking for, mate.
Well, 32-bit. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, resolution.
Yeah, and Steve Crester's got a point there with the pros on the Tascam is the pre-knob fixed EQ, which is useful. I agree. That's probably not the same on here, but anyway, it's there's lots of other things on this that's
You gotta be. I feel like with mixers, it depends on your use, right? So sometimes if you're using it and you need the EQ, then that obviously is going to be really, really important to you. But I tend to not use any EQ on a mixer.
I used it live. That's the only time I've ever used it on mine.
I cut some of the bass out of this microphone in my mixer. So technically I do as well.
Yeah,
I think Yamaha's the only mixer I haven't used. I have a bunch of mixers. I have Allen and Heath and Soundcraft and Behringer and Mackie and all kinds of stuff, but I never used any Yamaha stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Daren swears by them.
Looks good, yeah, man.
I've got a Yamaha mixer here that is still going strong.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: my Yamaha hasn't gone pop, and that's 1996, 97, and my Mackie's gone pop.
Yeah.
You know, Mackie.
When you have Daren,
Mackie's
I used to work with a guy
Sorry?
who actually upgraded the software on the 01V a long time ago. They actually sold it to Yamaha. They did some software tweaks to it, so yeah, you could download it.
Mackie are owned by the Australian company Rode now. So
yeah, they are. Yeah,
I'm expecting to see some good things come out as a result of that. Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah, because I felt like there was a period where Mackie were amazing, and then there was a period where they just brought some junk out, some real junk.
The Sony effect.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, if you go back to the 80s, there was some really iconic Mackie mixes that,
VLZ
you know,
series.
yeah.
Well, supposedly once Mackie went to China for production, the quality went way down. So
Well, everyone did though, Andy, and I'd still like you had a choice,
initially, I think.
didn't you? You had a choice. If you could go to China,
Yeah.
or you could maintain the QA, you know, on. You could still go to China, but you maintain the QA in your country, which means
Yeah,
that
yeah. But my
everything
my
that
Mackie
you do-
24 track is older. It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the Yamaha one. So we will head on to the next product. We've got what have we got next? Melbourne Instruments have produced a MIDI controller with motorized failures on it. We were talking about this last week, and this thing's called the Roto Control. This is a NAMM product.
Super Booth
Yeah. Yep.
originally demo.
Yeah. Why don't we just jump straight to the video? It's a minute video on here. We can just watch that and then come back on the other side. You can see how it works. Right, there we go. Oh, there we go. There. Yeah, Melbourne Instruments Roto Control. Yeah, we were talking about this last week about having some sort of USB.
I thought this was already
interface.
out. I thought this had been out a while. Or is
It
this?
was shown at Super Booth, but they wasn't a product that they could sell yet.
Yep, newly released now. What can I tell you about the time you can buy it? Is where are we? One second, waiting for it to load. We are talking about the Melbourne Instruments synth that they brought out a few years ago. It's got the same sort of little motorized controllers that you find in drone chopper, little drone toy chopper things, which is how those knobs are spinning around so quick. There's 3 operation modes on this. You've got a mix mode, you've got a plug-in mode, and you've got a MIDI mode. So the mix mode is obviously instant control over volume, panning, all that sort of stuff, and that integrates with your DAW. The plug-in mode is touch and learn sort of mode. You saw it in the video where he was moving the controls, it was recording those movements, and then it plays them back, sort of thing. That mappings can actually be stored on the unit itself, so that's why you got those little OLED displays underneath. And MIDI mode is a standalone control where you don't need any hardware computer at all. It just standalone, no computer required. You can connect it directly up to your hardware synth. That's, for me, that's the cool part about this. So it becomes something useful in the sense where you can MIDI map, or you can map something to a control. Like, say for example, Andy, you've got the Behringer Pro 800, right? You could actually motorized control map to some MIDI parameters in there that you can't access through the front panel.
Yeah.
So those sort of things are cool with that, and obviously you get that instant sort of motorized feedback on here. That's if you're after that. Okay, so if you're not interested in motorized control instant feedback, this product's not for you. But some people are. They want to see the control go to the spot where it was set to, or they want to see it animate how it was animated. That's kind of the whole point of this thing. So you do get that instant visual feedback on the knobs. It's like, look, mum, no hands type thing, right? USB-C connectivity. It's powered through USB-C, by the way. And it also has 5-pin DIN MIDI through, in, out, and through. It's actually made in a metal chassis, but it also has like a plastic. There's plastic, sort of ABS plastic throughout it as well. Yeah.
It actually gives it the angle, doesn't it? It's probably where the angle comes from.
Yeah. It weighs under a kilo, so it's pretty light, 715 grams, or about 1.5 pounds for you, Andy. There, you can get that now, and within about 2 weeks you'll probably have it shipping out to you. What do you guys think of the Roto Control from Melbourne Instruments?
Well,
Cool.
Funnily, I thought this had been out for like a year and a half, so it obviously wasn't out. But I've been assuming this was out for about a year. I could have sworn I could have got it off Signal Sounds, but I must have been mistaken. This would actually work perfectly for my new studio setup for this year. Once I get a new computer.
What's
like the
attracting
scribble strips like?
What's attracting you to the motorized controllers though, Daren? What specifically?
Well, I wouldn't even say it's the motorized controllers. I just like the scribble strips and the way I can just set it up for integrate for a door. So the motorized knobs just are like a sort of a little bonus. If the only thing is, if they do go, will you still be able to track them when you're turning the knob, or will it be like literally? Yeah. Or will it be completely buggered?
It'll probably the actual mechanical side of it, as in the actual potentiometer, the variable resistor side of it, the carbon pad or whatever it's made out of, is probably going to fail before the motor stuff does. Because that drone technology is pretty robust.
Safe. Yeah.
It's because it's contactless. It's just got energizing coils and fixed energizing coils and moving magnets. So
it's one that I'd have to have a play with first, because it's one of those products that I think it'd be there that you'd sort of go, oh yeah, I like it, buy it, and then after a few weeks you go, actually it wasn't quite as I was intending it to be. So it's probably one of those products that you'd want to have a fiddle with first, like almost try it for 2 weeks.
I think it's the plus points is it's small. It's much smaller than my X Touch, but it does everything. My X Touch does almost everything that this will do. So I really don't need this. But it is nice and small. If you want something that's a bit, luckily I can tuck when I'm not using it. I can tuck it out of the way, but it's 3-4 times the size of that.
Yeah, I was looking at this thinking, the launch control with the knobs from Novation. I was thinking I would have preferred this to be in that form factor, the launch control form factor, and have the same amount of knobbage as that has. So this has got less knobbage, of course.
But would you like the scribble strips though, so you can actually see what it is? It's all right. The launch controls and things are great, but you're only working on colours there.
Yeah, I do like the scribble strips, Daren. I think include that as well.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bit of wasted real estate with these big chunky buttons and stuff on here.
I tell you, the problem I have with the scribble strips on the X Touch is that the angle that you're looking at them at is actually quite difficult. So I don't know whether it'll be the same for this. It is a bit. Would it been a bit smaller? Maybe not. But I end up not using the scribble scripts because literally I have to keep doing that to look at them, or angle it up, which I have done in the past as well.
Yeah. Well, on the Akai the Akai Force, I love the scribble strips on the Akai Force. That is so good having the visual feedback. Yeah. You touch
Innovation had on a few projects going back,
and it shows you what's on that setting of that knob, depending on the context you're on. You touch it, it shows you. You can let your hand go, and then it goes back to whatever it was. But then you start adjusting it. The information, the immediate feedback that you get from it, I think it's actually genius. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is cool as a single strip of roto controls. Maybe they should bring out like a grid version of this, like I said, like a launchpad type grid with more controls, more knobs. I reckon it'd be cool. And then you could have, Daren, your scribble strips, right? But you could have it like a fat channel sort of situation where you could select a row. Yeah. That's then touch the actual knob, and it would set the scribble strips to that row that you're contexted on.
See, yeah, exactly. That's more like what you want.
Yeah, but definitely something in the right direction. I feel like Melbourne Instruments are starting to think about they're getting good with these motorized DC controlled type things that they've got. they're thinking, okay, what else can we do with this stuff? What else?
Yeah.
They're starting to bring out some cool ideas. Keep going with it, guys. And Melbourne Instruments, you're doing a good job. Nina's the synth, by the way, that I was thinking of before. Nina is
Nina.
the was it orange or
Melbourne
red?
Instruments.
Was like a red synth.
Kind of red.
Rant.
Well, they had two. They had Nina
Rant's
and they had the
Australian.
other one.
Are they not?
They're from Melbourne, yeah. They're from
Australian.
Australian, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they could always send you one, so you can
To
try
try.
it out and you can give us a good review on whether
can,
you know
Yeah.
whether it's worth us buying over in the UK.
They really should.
If they're listening and watching.
That's the thing there, and I've never ever heard from them. They do go to NAMM, so I feel like
even if,
you know.
even if you say send it back to them after a month or two.
Yeah.
I find that if I want to do something, I have to do the chasing up. I was actually Robbie and I were talking about this thing. Robbie from the Pro Synth Network. If we show a product on the show, we kind of have to email the company to tell them that we're showing the product on the show. It's like we're doing the heavy lifting, and in a way, sometimes you don't have enough hours in the day to be chasing people up. So
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, they want their
There should
products
be- I
out,
mean,
and it's not as if they're giving them you for nothing and you're sending them back. Then it should be no issue for them. It's just more publicity for their products.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Roland.
I mean, you
Roland,
certainly
Roland have an agreement with me where if I actually ever wanted some stuff from Roland, all I have to do is ask, and they'll send it to me, and I send it back. And I haven't done it for a while, but I used to get stuff from them.
Oh, see the TR-1000's on the way then.
No, that's the thing.
So-
I mean, I don't do it anymore, Darren, because there's an expectation that I have to, punch out a whole bunch of videos, and
Make it
I don't know
worth
if I've
their
got
while.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
So would they, in that case, they'd send it to you for free, but would you have to pay to have it shipped back to them?
Yeah, usually you do, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's not what used to happen with Korg.
No, and that's the thing with
But,
Roland.
you know.
They would send me. I mean, there's videos years ago on my channel where you see me demoing some Roland products. I've never ever owned them. Like there was some video switcher that I demoed once, and they gave me the return airbag with the send out, and they just have it for as long as you like. And I had this thing for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And I sent it back to them, and they were cool with it. So.
Yeah, I had the Korg Op 6 for 2 years before they wanted it back. But they've forgotten about it. Sadly, they didn't. But,
You were hoping.
I was hoping, yeah. Then I got the email saying, "Have you still got the Op 6?" So,
Should have told them that you hacked into it and it's now a Raspberry Pi running.
yeah.
You're watching YouTube on it.
Yeah.
No, I think what Melbourne Instruments have done here is actually really cool. I like it. Yes, Darren, I think you were right. I think we did either we showed it or we watched it during Super Booth. But this is now, out. It's now out. You can buy it. And it's not like an idea anymore. It's a product that they're going to show this at NAMM, Andy. So you'll be able to go and check this out, mate. At NAMM.
Oh yeah, I always go by the booth. Yeah.
Yeah. And they, like I said to you,
Give it a good go, Andy. See what it's like.
Melbourne Instruments, they fly to NAMM. They're big. They like the big shows. They fly to Super Booth. They're sort of into that. So that's more the market they're interested in. They're not really interested in the small fry like me. So
I'm sure Perfect Circuit has it also. I can try it there. So
well, it's a bit closer to you, isn't it?
it's right by NAMM. So it's because that's in Burbank. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, Perfect Circuit are one of my channel partners too. So I support
It's a great
Perfect
store.
Circuit. Yeah. Good store.
amazing.
Right.
store.
We've got one more product to show. Good job, Melbourne Instruments. One more product to show. This one hasn't been released yet, and I don't know when it's going to be released, but Stylophone have brought a new product out. It's the Stylophone Voice. This thing is really kind of interesting, isn't it? I think the best way to do this, Ian, would be to just show the video because it's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, it is bonkers. I've seen it, yeah.
Roll it, baby.
Roll the vids. Here we go. Their products always have a bit of a Kraftwerk sort of feel to them, don't they? They really do, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a criticism at all. I love Stylophone. I think they're a great little company. They're pumping out some gear. I actually had a look at their website today, and have a look at their product list now. It's massively grown in the last couple of years. Sorry, Darren, you go.
No, I was just going to say, all the xylophone products that have come out in the past couple of years, I've been like, yeah, it's fine. But this is one that you think, I think I probably would like to get that, actually.
It is bonkers, isn't it?
Fun.
Yeah.
It does seem like fun.
They clearly got an idea to make this from the Hatsune Miku stylophone, which I have. Because otherwise they would have come out this much earlier. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? With the sampler and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, Stylophone are kind of bringing products out that are cool and innovative and quirky, a little bit like what Teenage Engineering do, but you don't have to drive in your Lamborghini to pick one up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Price tag.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Cheap. Even they're more expensive. The thing that won the utility last year in my show. $400 is one of their most expensive products. There you go. What are we looking at here, guys? It is a sampler in your pocket is kind of what I've called it. So yeah, pick up and
bench compatible.
Yeah, pick up and play. Instant sampling, record audio directly into it via the input, the microphone that's built into it, or you can actually use a 3.5mm audio aux input. There's 3 sample voices. You can separate voice slots, allowing you to switch between different recorded samples on the fly. There's chromatic playback. Once you've recorded your sample, you can spread it across a 2-octave nickel-plated keyboard, letting you play the melodies with your recorded audio. There's 12 built-in effects. You saw them on there. It was like there was interesting ones like wobble and robot and reverse. So other than the standard reverb, delay, chorus, built-in speaker. So Daren will be happy chucking it on the part. There's a couple of drum sounds in here, so you can have a little beat with it. 3 AA batteries is all it needs. This little baby, and it powers your little built-in speaker and headphones and everything. So chuck it on the tube when you're on the tube, whatever. It does actually have a little sync in and out as well, so you can tempo match it to your Volca or your Pocket Operator, or even other Stylophone products. So there you go. Price. Now, are you guys sitting down? Because this is going to really break your budget. Now, Andy, I know you're definitely going to buy this. This is only
when I have some money,
this is only $50, $49.95.
Oh wow!
What?
Shut up.
That's amazing.
Now,
Now, I am gonna say to you, this is an estimate that I've been told. This is an estimate, so we don't actually know their official price yet. But that is kind of what I've been sort of told. And Australia,
I imagine more $100.
Australians will be able to afford this. It's only $89 in Australia. So
wow, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Really, it's just it's a toy. It's a toy. It's in the best possible way. It's a toy, but it's brilliant.
ETA is the only thing I'm trying to get out of this company right now. Is the interesting part. So right now it's send me an email and I'll let you know when it becomes available. So I can't give you any more than that. I've actually reached out to them and didn't get a reply. So
It'll encourage a whole new generation of crank calls.
Where are they from? Where's it? Where's its main?
It's Jabrek, isn't it? Are they French? I can't remember now.
The company that bought the name, didn't they? They reinvented the name Stylophone, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's actually quite a good little story. You should check it out, Daren. When you're bored one day.
Actually, it started in London. Stylophone was invented in 1968 by Brian Jarvis of Debrek Studios in London.
David Bowie actually was one of the first well-known people to use the Stylophone, the original.
On stage, I pull it out on stage and play it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this is not the same
Sonority,
Stylophone. this is not the same stylophone
No, it's
company.
not.
It's a different company now.
Yeah.
They are being honourable to the original brand, I feel, because if you think about what did they bring out back in the 60s versus what they're bringing out now, there's definitely there's a connection to it.
There's definitely a connection.
I mean, certainly they're now called Debrec Limited, and they are based in Hastings in the UK. So I don't know where. I mean, it's obviously not made here, but I don't know whether it's. That's all I can find on the website.
Yeah.
Well, they did have that chunky.
I've got an original. I've got an
stylophone.
original stylophone over there, sat on my shelf.
Yeah.
Remember that chunky one that Gaz Williams used to play on his show? That thing was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
S2 or S8 or what it was called. I can't remember.
Yeah, because they brought one out with two pens, didn't they? At one point, was that the one? That was back in the 70s, I think.
Yep. The original, the touch thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't switched mine on for a long time. I don't even know if it still works.
I don't know if I should do this.
There's no batteries left in there, mate.
Oh no, I took the batteries out. There's no batteries in it.
Good.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Bugger, I'm gonna do it.
No, see, the batteries eat into it. Helps to circuit bend it without any work.
Yeah.
That's true. Now it makes no sound. It's really bent.
This is a little bit risky for me to do, but during the day I was having a look on Facebook, and look, the stylophone company, if you guys are watching, this is just me being humorous. It's absolutely not a dig at you guys whatsoever. But I did see this on Facebook. I've screenshotted it. There's the stylophone screen grab there, and up the top there's the comment. Well, I don't know about you guys, but this is going straight up my...
There you go.
Actually, just looking at their website, your price of 50 quid is probably about right, because the Stylophone S1, the original current version, is only £30.
Yeah.
The Beats is £35, and the Gen X, the ×2 thing, is 70 quid. So 50 quid's probably about right.
Yeah, well, it's a guesstimate, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll find out a little bit more when they firm up the availability and stuff. But yeah, great little product. Very...
Actually, Ace Ventura would put this up his butt. He always uses his butt to talk, so there you go.
Yeah.
Can see me buying myself that for next Christmas.
Well, there you go, guys. That's all the products this week. I mean, I know there was a Behringer thing. Look, I chose not to show it.
Yeah, it's the Korg thing, isn't there?
Yeah.
Korg interfaces.
Yeah, I thought what we showed today, we touched a bit on motorized faders and controllers, and we touched a little bit on mixers. But if you're looking at the news, like the two bookends to the news today was the Kaoss Pad V or Kaoss Pad V and the little stylophone voice thing that you're seeing here. Yeah. So, it just encapsulates some interesting, spectrum, yeah.
And the contrast, yeah.
I like the colour of that as well, I have to say. I love the fact it's orange.
Yeah, I love it.
It's brilliant.
I'm getting super 70s vibes.
Oh, I love this. This is a definite purchase
Space
for me.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Totally. Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. Right. Let's finish the news by going bye-bye news. Bajoom.
No.
And whilst we've got you, we've got your attention. I've got your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's do the second clue for the Synth Quiz. Here it is here.
Oh.
Oh, that's much better.
There's the second clue. If you missed that, I feel sorry for you. Pay attention next time.
Yeah. There'll be questions later.
Yeah, look, there's definitely some rumours, news-wise, stuff I could have shown. Nah. let's wait till next week. I think I think there's going to be a massive amount of stuff coming out next week. What do you reckon, Andy?
Explode.
Yeah. Something at least, here and there.
Something. Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not be like a giant flood of things, but the fun stuff is all the stuff that doesn't get advertised. I'll try to cover all the obscure stuff. That's always fun.
Yeah.
So what date are you going down there? Like, are you doing the whole time there, or?
Yeah, I always do the whole thing. Plus, Buka and Friends is Saturday and Sunday, and that's also lots of fun.
So
stuff.
24th and
modular, but other things.
24th and 25th for you?
That's the weekend, and then NAMM is the last. And NAMM ends on that Saturday also.
Yeah,
it
so
doesn't overlap
22nd,
with Buka and
23rd,
Friends.
24th.
Yeah.
Well, I think by the time we get to my show, which is early morning Saturday for you, so we will have the guts of most of the NAMM products out by then.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a pretty important show next week, I feel, news-wise. So if you're not sort of exhausted by looking at all the standard YouTube reviewer crappy videos that come out all week, maybe just close your eyes, don't look at YouTube for a whole week, and then watch the show on Saturday.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Not.
As if.
Okay,
I'm
why
going to
don't
try
we
not to watch too much, actually.
Why don't we do Price Watch? Yeah. I have got some really interesting things to show you here. Some scammy prices and some deals that you may want to jump on really quick if that's what you're after. So this one, starting off, this is definitely a...
Telling me, dream.
Absolutely, because this thing is not $1,000 Aussie or £500. You can get a Waldorf protein for a lot cheaper than that, and they're in stock. So I don't even know what this Japanese guy is smoking. He probably put the stylophone up his ass.
Well, it says Kobe
Drinking his own
beef.
bath
He's
before
been
they're
smoking
again.
Kobe beef. So.
Yeah, well there you go. Yeah. Anyway,
Drinking his jacuzzi.
let me
bath
just
water.
double check if the eBay listing on this is still going. Yeah, it's still. No one's even still going. Where are we? We can go to it. There we go. So let's have a look at some photos. There he is. There he's in Bison or Bison, probably Bison, in Japan.
Bison.
Yeah. It is a Waldorf or Waldorf. I know people get shitty with me when I say things.
Yeah, it's Waldorf, isn't it?
Well, it's a good.
That's
It's a good way to
Waldorf.
say
This
Bill
is-
Collins.
Well,
Most people don't
Waldorf
pronounce it
because
right.
it's actually a foresty word, right? A
Right.
German foresty word. Anyway, this is
Sure.
Look at all the Spanish
Andy
words.
Brooks will
and-
tell us for sure.
Look at all the Spanish words people mispronounce. So come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
it's just-
yeah. Exactly. Anyway, let's go back to this. That one's done. Yes, it's still available. If you guys are wondering too, there is a blog article that launches at about 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT, or UTC if you're one of those Unix people. So all the links to all these auctions are in there with screenshots for historical reasons, because that people do take their listings down. As we found out last week, there was that weird blue-looking microkorg that they changed all the pictures in it. I think that was a bit scammy. Anyway, this one probably isn't scammy. The next one, this one is a Mini Moog, 1974 original model, 6.5, a bit more than 6.5 US K. That is. This one is in Georgia, in Gainesville, in Georgia, in the US of E. Yeah. Definitely got some woodwork issues going on here, but not in 74. I mean, what do you want? What do you really want? Do you really want perfection? You know, there's the actual auction. What would you pay for a 74 Mini Moog? Would you pay $6,500?
Bloody hell, that's had a bit of a hard life in the past,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Knob caps. Knob caps are easy to get, those things, so don't worry about that. You can get the knob caps, that's fine. Definitely had a hard life. I think that's just a bad photograph. I don't think that's...
I must say, it looks weird,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I don't...
Yeah.
Because if you go back...
Don't put up a photograph like that, man.
If you go back, there's a better version of that section there.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, there's the auction. It's placed its bid. It's got how many days? 6 days to go. Yeah. So they actually taken a bid. I don't know if he's going to get $6,750 for it, to be honest, though. But yeah. What do you think, Mini Moog? Is that a dreaming price? Do you reckon?
I mean, I'd love to have an original Mini Moog Model D, but nah, I haven't got that sort of money. I wouldn't spend that sort of money without talking to Kent first. He'd tell me whether it was worth buying or not.
Services
Wait, but isn't that
can use
color not the original? I thought the originals were lighter wood. That's a
The-
reissue,
Maybe.
right?
According to this guy, the selling point is this has the original user manual. And I was actually looking through the photos in the listing, and let me see if I can find it. There it is there. I should have shown you guys when I had it up before. Here we go. So this is actually the original user manual that it comes with. And some people may actually find that is actually quite valuable.
Not worth $6,000 though, is it? I like the fact it's got tea stains on it.
Oh yeah, good old Thomas wrote this one.
Yeah.
There's the serial number on the back for those playing along at home. But yeah, that may actually make it more valuable, the fact that it's got the actual user manual. Some people pay, a good $300-400 US
Yeah.
for an old vintage user manual.
manual, yeah.
Even though you can get like a PDF version on what's that dodgy PDF site, Scribd or something? Be careful with that website.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
What else we got? I feel like this one is really interesting. Good price, $220 for a Moog Mavis
Mavis. Yeah.
synthesizer kit. I think it's actually a
That's
really
okay.
good price. So this is not a Telemy's Dreaming one. This is actually maybe I might actually give you guys the auction link to this now, because it's a pretty decent price. This one is in California, in Crockett. Where's Crockett, Andy? I don't know where Crockett is.
Crockett
to Tubbs.
is East Bay, I think. It's kind of east and north of here.
Okay.
So
I'll chuck the auction link in the chat now for that one, because I feel like it's a pretty decent price. Would you guys pay
the problem
$220
Mavis
for a
is
Mavis?
it's too big to put into that rack. It's not mother size, so it has to be a standalone desktop thing.
Well, isn't it the Werkstat? The Mavis is the new version of the Werkstat, isn't it?
It's basically like a verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you can buy, they're out of stock at the moment here in the UK, but you can buy one for £235 from Gear for Music. They will be in at the end of this month.
Okay. So it's a little bit cheaper.
I have played a Mavis. I wasn't that impressed, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
When it first came out. But
Don't see too many
it wasn't
around.
really
It wasn't
for
that
me.
popular.
I don't see too many around here.
Yeah, but
Yeah. But they are there. There you go. Good point, Ian.
you can't get them.
Next one I've got for
And
you
the price
guys.
is probably all right. He says it's new, so it's the price is fine, isn't it?
This one might be. There might be a certain Wigoo might be interested in this next one. This is the Mode Machines SEQ12. This is actually pretty. It's actually the Genox Octopus sequencer thing.
Oh, the octopus is cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
So
Yeah.
this has a
I
similar
was looking
sort
at
of,
getting one of these a while back to stick in the rack above me.
Well, Daren, this one is only $775 US, and I feel like that's a pretty good price. Because if you know a little bit about this, they're actually pretty hard to get hold of. I'll show you the auction page in a sec. I'm just going to chuck the link in the chat for anyone who's interested in that one. That auction is live. Let's go to the auction page.
And sadly, probably very hard to service as well.
Probably, but they're not that old. They're not that old.
Wonder what they've got in them.
Be some sort of digital logic, mate, surely. So they've got the
Yeah. So is it discrete logic or is it CPU?
well, you've got
Or
that.
is it a hybrid?
You got a controller connection there, see? So there is some sort of digi manipulation in this thing. Not very good photos, is it? What's with this bloody guys, take better photos.
Or is it landscape?
Yeah.
But Mode Machines, they're if you guys don't remember or not, they're from Germany, and so they had they were influenced a lot by the European sort of Berlin school sort of dance.
Yeah, I was going to say
scene.
techno
Yeah.
kind of thing going on there.
But it is really cool. When this thing is running, you can see all the lights coming up. It looks really cool in your rack. If Daren, get it just for the lights factor, Daren.
that was mainly what it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's. I reckon it's a pretty good price. Anyone disagree with me in the chat? Yeah. No one said anything about that. Cool. Now the next one has to be a scam. Andy, this one has to be a scam. You ready? This is the Muse Research Total Workstation. Right now, I don't know if you guys remember this thing. It wasn't that long ago when this thing came out. It was a IK Multimedia collaboration. And
I have one of these.
you got one, right? Yeah. So you know this has got all
Not
the
this model, but one of these. But if it had famous people's stuff on it, then I could see 50K. But these things were like $2,000 max when they were out. You know,
yeah.
it's basically a fancy computer in a box.
$1,500
Hosting
bucks.
VSTs.
$1,500 to $1,899. I think they went for. So definitely not 50K. This is in a different.
It's like a
language.
Linux operating system, and you had to run through this convoluted process for vetted VSTs to load onto this, and then you would basically have a hardened computer to take out and quickly jump between presets. So
Yeah.
they're really cool.
It was a good idea. It had a few flaws with its theory. Like you said, Andy, there was a bit of clunkiness to sort of get this thing working.
It's like the V machine. Remember the little V machine from Australia?
Like the V machine, yeah. But on top of that, you were limited to what VSTs you could put on it. So it wasn't kind of like, you could put any VST on this thing.
No, they had to vet them, and there was a list of ones you could, put on it.
And that's where I think people went, oh, really? So I can't put Omnisphere on here, So,
but you could put it in a rack and throw your rack around like all the other gear gets thrown around, and not worry about it breaking because it's not a normal computer.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, 50,000 US for probably about a. When they were brand new, they were like 1,899 or something.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
depending
and
which model.
You're not going to pay that for a used one now. So, no, these aren't. It's not like this is like a 1968.
I got one for $100 used. So there you go. So.
There you go. So I think this one is a.
Telling me, dream.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I won't be putting the auction link in. You guys can go check that out on the blog article yourselves. There we go. Auction's done. We'll press this button. We're out of there. Any one of those things you'd think that you get this week, guys? Some interesting things.
I'll take the sequencer.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The sequencer definitely help.
I think that'll go pretty quick. Yeah. What was it? 700 and what did I say? It was 775. Buy it now. You can actually make an offer if you want.
They had a few around that time. The Octopus, the Nemo. Remember the Nemo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I could see someone doing some CV manipulation of the Behringer 960 because they've just obviously cloned the Moog, and you could just do like a little 19-inch rack mount, couple of rows of those 960s, and sort of CV connect.
Well, Defra has the Max 64. Have you seen that one? Or Max 16? Is it Max 16? MAQ 16, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's their version of the Moog style thing.
Yeah. And I feel like that the Dope for One, don't forget we showed that new Dope for One that came out. And so they've improved it. But it's all compact, right?
In fact, to this day, Thorsten Quachening from Tangerine Dream uses those Macs all the time on his tours. They last forever. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like what we're going to do is we are going to run Ian's segment now, and we're going to do On This Day. Ready, Ian?
On this day. I'm ready. Let's go.
On this day.
I love that.
Right, that's it.
And here we are on this day. we started in 1779. Not really music related, but could be quite interesting. A gentleman by the name of Peter Mark Roger started, and he was born, and he came up with this idea, Roger's Thesaurus.
Yeah, I remember that.
Really useful for songwriting people. I have 2 books that I use for songwriting. I know you can do it all on the internet now, but it's much more fun to do it by looking through a book, believe it or not. I use that, and I also still occasionally use a rhyming dictionary. So, yeah.
Notice I never had an alternate
1790
name for thesaurus.
Yeah. Then we jump on, again, not music related, but we'll get there to the music stuff. So 1882 we jump to, and a gentleman by the name of Alan Alex Milne was born, otherwise known as A.A. Milne, who was a writer for... He wrote Winnie the Pooh, and actually there's a really good book that I read last year called Winnie the Pooh, The Lives of A.A. Milne and E.H. Shepard by James Campbell. Really good book if you're interested in this, how they started working together, because at the beginning they didn't like each other. They were both working for Punch magazine. Then we jump to 1927. We do get to music. Born was Eartha Kitt. Now I have to say I never really liked Eartha Kitt's voice, but she did a really bonkers sort of song with Bronski beat in, I think it was 1989. It's after Jimmy Somerville had left. It's have a look at the video on YouTube. It's just bonkers, really.
She does one of the James Bond things, right? Doesn't she sing?
Yeah, she did. Yeah. It's just there was nothing wrong with her. She was perfectly, but I just never really got on with her voice. It was very.
She also played Catwoman on one
effective.
Batman version.
She did. I remember that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's Catwoman.
So Ian, before you quickly go on, I felt like just with the Winnie the Pooh, we rushed past it, and we had an opportunity. We had an opportunity to do a little quote. A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside.
Oh. There's actually a book, I can't remember who wrote it, and we bought it when our kids were small, called The Tower of Pooh, which is just full of the sort of little, something for every day, actually, But Winnie the Pooh,
shirt,
in fact,
pants. Right? What's up with that?
Yeah, exactly. Just had a shirt. Yeah. In fact, I have bought all of because there's quite a few books. When We Are Six and the Winnie the Pooh books, there's about 4 or 5 in the series. I've bought them as an omnibus for my new grandson, so he hasn't got them yet because he can't read yet. But we'll get there. So
did you ever hear the Kenny Loggins thing he did for Winnie the Pooh? He did a whole musical thing for Winnie the Poo. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh is great as Winnie the Pooh. I still love Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Apart from the fact that it is interesting that after Alan Milne died, his wife basically ran everything. She didn't talk to Shepard about the sale of Winnie the Pooh and the images to Disney, which seemed a bit, he will have been paid out because it was his IP, but he had no say in that happening, Anyway,
well, they can tell by its age. It's the 1,000 Acre Wood, right? And they don't. You guys don't use
1,000 Acre Wood,
do you anymore?
Yeah. And actually, the book that I read does go into where these places actually are in the UK, because they actually do exist.
Because acres aren't metric.
Yeah. So, and there's the sort of images of where and what it looks like now, and things like that. It's really quite a good little book. Moving to 1929, again, not to do with music, but the cartoon character Popeye the Sailor, known for his love of spinach, made his debut in a newspaper comic strip called Thimble Theatre. So I grew up enjoying Popeye.
Yeah, I love Popeye.
Popeye's great. Now we need to move to 1955. This is not to do with synths, but Steve Earle, Americana, country, rock, folk singer. I have more Steve Earle albums than probably any other artist. I'm a massive Steve Earle fan and always have been. So happy birthday, Steve. Slightly dodgy. He was a heroin addict. He's been married 7 times. He married the same woman twice. So he made the mistake twice. So he's a character. Bless him. Still putting out records. I'll be honest. I think the stuff he's put out the last few years has been less interesting. But a phenomenal songwriter. And obviously stuff's been covered by Johnny Cash and all sorts of people, really. But yeah. Then we moved to 1956. Again, born on this day, English musician, songwriter, Paul Young. Again, I mean, in my formative years, I was a massive Q-Tips fan. You don't. I mean, actually, sadly, if you go and see Paul Young now, and he's coming to Frome shortly in his Tex-Mex band, his voice has gone, sadly. But in his day, great singer. He was in a thing called the Street Band, where they had a comedy hit, Toast, which was crap, really, if I'm honest. But he was great in Q-Tips, and he had his solo stuff, which was really, really good. I did see him in Bradford
guys used
once.
a sitar in his music. You know, every time you go away, right? There's a little sitar sound. There.
Yeah, that he did a cover of that. Yeah, he did. Yeah. But when he played in Q-Tips, which was a soul band that he had, we went saw him in Bradford and watched him to the pub opposite, and the whole band were in there having a drink before the gig, so we got to meet him. It was quite a good laugh, actually. Jump to 58, born this day, Jez Strode from Kajagoogoo. Okay. The less said about that song, the better, really. Although Nick Beggs, phenomenal bass player, isn't he? You know.
What about Lamal?
But Kajagoogoo, hey? What was that, Andy?
He was the singer, right?
I saw
Lamal
them.
from Kajagoogoo.
I saw him.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him a few years ago. It was one of these 80s concert things I took Jane to, and he came out with a glass of wine, did Lamal, handing out signed photographs to the people at the front of the audience. With what an arse, really. Again, another birthday today. Susanna Hoff from the Bangles. Love the Bangles. Great songwriters, great voice.
Yes.
You know, worked with Prince, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But she did. Yeah, Manic Monday. She wrote. I didn't know she'd written with Belinda Carlisle some songs, actually. But and she's still around, still doing her thing, really. Then we jump to 1960. Born today, John Crawford, bassist from America.
Pure Shores, I think, as well, wasn't it? There was something to do with the Bangles and the Pure Shores or something.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That was more newer stuff that they were doing in the early 2000s. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. But she's still out there making music. Bless her. So 1960, John Crawford, bassist from American new wave band Berlin. Now they were sort of one-hit wonders, Berlin, weren't they? But they did have "Take My Breath Away," which was quite a good song, if I remember rightly at the time. Although it was in Top Gun.
Top Gun.
I remember. I remember the video with the
DX7 sound.
So until we found out the truth. Sorry, keep going.
Oh yeah.
There was take something else away after that, wasn't there? Keep going.
All right. So on this day, 1963, we always have a Beatles reference, don't we? So the Beatles played the Cavern Club at lunchtime, and in the evening played the Majestic Ballroom in Birkenhead, and every ticket was sold for both of those gigs, but there was 500 disappointed fans outside the gig on the evening in Birkenhead. So that's how popular the Beatles were in 1963, which is quite phenomenal, isn't it, really? Also, this day, Andy Rourke for the Smiths, the man that I met in Top Shop in Manchester one day. We're both looking at clothes. So, yeah, but I was never particularly a Smiths fan, but you know, I thought Johnny Marr was a great guitarist, really, a good songwriter.
Yeah. Oh,
Morrissey, not so much.
Johnny Marr teamed up with Bernard Sumner and did that electronic.
Yeah, electronic.
I think I've still got them. The first two electronic albums I thought were really, really good. Yeah,
even Neil Tennant was involved in that as well. Actually,
he was. Yeah,
it wasn't the first one, wasn't he? Yeah. I did see Andy Rourke with Peter Hook and Manny from the Stone Roses did Freebase. I saw them on their first tour. I have to say, it didn't really work for me. Because 3 bass players in one band is 2 bass players too many for me, really. But yeah, so Freebase was one of those ideas, really. Then we jumped to Shabba Ranks was born today. Remember Shabba Ranks with Mr. Loverman?
Yeah.
1966.
Shabba.
And yeah, Shabba. And then we've got the Jimi Hendrix Experience in 1967. They were recording a session for Radio Luxembourg's Radio Steady radio show. Okay, the band ran up a barbell. Okay, the barbell doesn't sound that much for 1967, but it was £2.50 shillings, right, or $6.21, right, which doesn't sound a lot of money. I know it was 1967. The band didn't have enough money to pay their bar bill, which is quite sad to some extent. You know, here they are. You know, the Jimi Hendrix Experience couldn't afford to buy the drinks. Yeah, well,
either they were broke or they drank that much. Which one is it? Right?
Yeah,
I think they were. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt being drunk. I think they were skins.
They've pulled out the top shelf, 12-year-old Glenfiddich, I reckon. And,
yeah, you think so? Yeah. But again, born today, 1967. Richard Hawley was first in a band called the Long Pigs. So I have to say, I quite liked the Long Pigs at the time, in the 1990s. Also played in Pulp. Wasn't so keen on his solo stuff. Was it Cull something Corner, the album that won the Mercury Prize? But he's played with Manic Street Preachers and Arctic Monkeys and Elbow and people like that,
Well, Long Pigs is
and
terrible
also
name. That's like slang for the cannibalism. Kind of humans along.
What is Arctic Monkeys? Oh, the Long Pigs, right?
No,
yeah.
The name Long Pig. It's like cannibalism
I think
slang.
they were very much of their time. I think I've got their first album. But they were never massive over here in the UK, but they were an interesting band at the time, and I remember buying the album. Also today, 1978, Ricky Wilson of the Kaiser Chiefs, lead singer, and I supported the Kaiser Chiefs in York just before they broke big. Actually, they were from Leeds, so they were local really. And actually, my singing teacher also taught one of them. I don't think she taught Ricky Wilson, but she taught one of the band to sing, basically.
He had all his teeth, did he?
He did. I saw the Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah. Oh, people, Leeds isn't that bad. I know. I've been out for nights out in Leeds. I've had some good nights out in Leeds. He lost a lot of weight. I saw him. He came and did the York Racecourse gig, which is probably the worst audience ever. Is to have drunk racegoers trying to watch a concert. They don't know how to behave. But he'd lost so much weight that I almost didn't recognise him. But so he was born today. So happy birthday, Ricky. I have to say, apart from the first album, which is Employment, the rest of it's not. Has left me pretty cold, really. Calvin Harris was born today in 1984.
Hey.
I have to say that most of his stuff has left me
I don't get
cold. I don't know what you guys think. You do like Calvin Harris?
I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a
Early
massive
stuff.
Yeah, it's not. None of it really. I mean, obviously he's worked with some really big artists, and you can't knock what he does, but it's just never really hit my radar, if I'm honest. 1978, the Scottish rock band Simple Minds made their live debut in the Satellite Club in Glasgow. So the first gig they ever played. Obviously, the band went on to achieve worldwide albums. Really,
it's a minor thing.
New Gold Dream is one of my favourite albums. It's absolutely brilliant album. I haven't listened to the late stuff, but Then we jumped to 87. Kate Bush started a 2-week run at number 1 in the UK with The Whole Story. Now, obviously it's a compilation, but The Whole Story is not a bad album. But I don't think I own the whole story. I own all the other albums. I've got all of the early albums. Say again, Chris.
If you watch Stranger Things, you might be tired of hearing Kate Bush for a while. So Kate Bush.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I have given up on. I didn't get to the end of Stranger Things 5. I only managed to get.
She probably rang him and said, "Look, guys, put some more of my music on. I'm making a stack of money."
Yeah, one different song. Yeah.
Well. Didn't it buy her another house or something? The royalties from Stranger Things, I mean, it's actually, that album. I can't remember which album it's on now, actually, because it's the one that she did with Peter Gabriel, isn't it?
She made more money from She made more money from the second suck at the Sav. In fact, we've got to do that, don't we? We got to do the second suck at the Sav. She made more money from the second suck at the Sav than she did from the original release.
The original sale of the album, yeah. But I mean, I liked all those really. I mean, I liked all the early albums actually. I have them, most of them either on vinyl or on CD. I even bought the recording of the live show that she did a few years back, which I don't think is particularly great. I never saw the show. Then we jumped to 2003, a long lost recording featuring John Lennon and Mick Jagger it set off a bidding war at a London auction for this acetate recording 1974. Jagger's singing a blues song called Too Many Cooks, and Lennon played guitar. Okay, the track has never been released because the two artists were both signed to different record labels. I think, here's my interpretation, it's not very good, probably.
Yeah,
and that's why it's not been released.
Oh, I mean, darn, we can't release it now because of the two companies.
yeah. I mean, that just doesn't. I mean, record companies love to sell records, so they would have come to an agreement, 50-50 or whatever. But I suspect the recording isn't that great, really. But anyway, 2011.
As long as it keeps the accountants happy.
This man died. Okay. Don Kirshner. A lot of you won't have known about this guy, and actually, this is a really good book on him. American music publisher, talent manager, songwriter, helped launch the careers of people like Neil Diamond, Carole King, Neil Sedaka, Monkees. Died of heart failure. He was only 76 when he died. But fantastic. Get the book out of the library. It's definitely worth a look, really.
Did he have songs? You said? Did he actually have any?
Yes, he's a songwriter. He's a producer, songwriter.
Oh, cool.
He said, it's called The Man with the Golden Ears, but he's really interesting. How it says here how he changed the face of rock and roll. Whether you believe that rubbish or not, I don't know.
Probably that's a stretch.
Probably
he's a game changer.
Although I have to say that the fact that he's got a forward by Tony Orlando, and those of you who know who Tony Orlando is from Dawn. That's not a great. He's not the right person. Maybe exactly. Yeah, maybe he's not the great person to actually get some forward in your book. But no, it's definitely worth a read.
It's like a clickbait thing on YouTube, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. So 2016, English drummer Dale Griffin died today. He was 67. Now, Dale Griffin, some of you will never have heard of this guy. He was the drummer in Mott the Hoople. In my formative years growing up, I absolutely loved Mott the Hoople. So the first 3 or 4 albums are absolutely great and worth going back and listening to. They did things like Roll Away the Stone, All the Young Dudes, which was
I think their version of All the Young Dudes
wasn't
is
it?
better. Yeah,
better than Bowie's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rare that that's the case, but
Bowie's was that was a bit of a bonkers song from Bowie's.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But they had some really interesting stuff on some of the albums. I remember on one of them, I think it's the second album, there's a song called Marionette, which is actually really, really good and really quite scary, But great band, Mott the Hoople. But yeah, sadly,
you know what that was a reference
Dale
to?
died
What was
today.
Mott the Hoople? Is it what cultural reference?
I can't remember. I have got Ian Hunter's autobiography, which is Diary of a Rock and Roll Star, over there somewhere. I don't know if they ever said in that. So while since I've read it, but after he stopped drumming, he then became a producer for the BBC, and he produced quite a lot of the John Peel sessions from 81 to 94.
John Peel,
and he did the first professional recording session for Pulp in 81. So decent bloke, really.
John Peel's
sadly,
responsible for Tangerine Dream exploding in the UK. So
yeah. Sadly, when they actually was a Mott the Hoople reunion thing, I think, and it was about a year. It was the year he died, and he was too ill to take part, which was a bit of a shame for him, really.
Willard Manus novel, Mott the Hoople. Willard Manus novel. That's what they named it after.
Okay.
1966 novel by Willard Manus. It was a book about a boarding house, a comic strip boarding house. It was syndicated in the American newspapers. There you go. Anyway, you can check that out on Wikipedia. But
Yep.
I've never ever heard.
cool.
I've never ever heard of that. I just thought it
No.
was some unique
Actually,
name. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It's like I said, it's a while since I've read the book, the Diver Rock and Roll Star, and I don't remember them even mentioning how they came up with the name. They might have done, but it's years since. And I was looking for a chart that had to do with synths. Okay, so there isn't actually a synth chart as such, but in 2017, Six Music here in the UK did Synth Six Music, so they got people to write in with the ultimate synth playlist. So I thought we'd just have a look at some of these. So these are not in any particular order, but we've got Donna Summer, I Feel Fine, I Feel Love, Tornadoes Telstar, Joe Meek. Actually, if you don't know who Joe Meek is, check him out because he was an amazing 60s record producer. There's a good film about him as well. Churches, The Mother We Share. I don't know that song.
Hey.
Yeah.
LCD Sound Systems.
Right.
Someone Great. Goldfrapp. Strict Machine. I can't say I was ever a particularly Goldfrapp fan.
Nick Bat.
Come on, let's go on.
Nick Bat.
Yeah, he did some
Nick
stuff,
Bat,
yeah.
yes, yeah. He worked on the first album, I think. Was it first and second album?
Yeah.
I've got the first album. The first album I like quite a lot. The rest of it has left me a bit cold, if I'm honest. Visage, Fade to Grey. I do remember going and buying the album when that came out. It's a great album, actually. Pet Shop Boys. Guess which song from the Pet Shop Boys?
West End Girls.
Western Girls.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. Everything with
Opportunities,
Photoshop Handsome. They're coming to Froome sometime soon. I don't know anything about everything.
Oh, go check that out. You will like that.
Right.
You will like that. Yeah. I don't know how
Right.
they perform these days, but you will definitely like
Yeah.
their music. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Then we've got The Who, Baba O'Reilly, of course. White Town with Your Woman. I've got a White Town album, but I can't tell you which one
Yeah,
it
I've
is.
got one as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember either.
Then we've got MGMT, who I'll be honest with you, they've sort of they're not my thing, MGMT.
They're
I've listened
overrated.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an album by them and it's not great, if I'm honest.
It's kind of like that big voice type thing, you know?
Yeah.
You know, that,
Well, they had good synths in it, but that distorted voice is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
The whiny voice.
Now we've got a New Order song, which I have to say, this wouldn't have been my choice of a New Order song, but I'll let Ranzee
Ooh.
choose what he thinks should be the New Order song.
What year was this?
Being such a fan. This was 2017.
Oh, okay. So this is a look back in history. And what
Yeah.
what they have chosen as a synthy New Order song.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
But I'd have choose.
I mean, Blue Monday would
most
be
people
the
would choose.
Blue
Yeah,
Monday
but
would be the biggest one,
Truth-
right?
Yeah.
Bizarre Love Triangle. I'm going to go with
True-
Bizarre Love
Truth-
Triangle.
Yeah, I would have gone for True Faith personally. I think that's the best song. That would definitely make my top five from anybody.
What's
I love
it?
that song.
It's their
This is
poppy
actually
song.
Temptation.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a great
they've gone
song.
for Temptation.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
That is a
that's
really good song.
track as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That really took off. And
Then we've got Depeche Mode, which I have to say,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have picked this song from Depeche Mode either. But
Yeah.
I'll let you have a guess. I don't think. I'll say it's early.
Oh, okay. So just can't
Feel
get
You?
enough. Just can't get
Yeah,
enough.
it is. Just can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I have to say, I loved that album when it came out.
Yeah.
That's probably. Oh, we got Aphex Twin. That's what
Oh,
that
okay.
leads.
FX Twin. Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
one of the early ones.
Come to Daddy, right?
Yeah, it's window licker, but it is
Window. Oh yeah.
Window Licker.
Window,
Oh, Window
Yes,
Licker. That's
Window
right.
Licker.
Oh, I love
window
Window
licker's a
Great video.
great
That's a
song.
good video.
Yeah, I love that song.
Absolutely. I've got
The video's hilarious.
because Chris, I can't remember the guy who produced the
remix of
videos,
that,
but
I
I've got a DVD of him doing that, and Come to Daddy's on there, Window
Trent
Licker's on
Roll.
there. It's brilliant, really.
I love the Trent Roller.
That's
remix of
more or
that
less
song.
it.
Yeah.
Except
By the way,
nothing's
if you ever
changed.
listen to
It's
all the way
faster.
through I Feel Love and you hear the drift,
Yeah.
the clock
Yeah.
drifts, it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Giorgio Moroder helped produce that, didn't he?
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
his
think he
synthy
did.
bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing. But
Um,
when you do a long song with analog synths like that, you're gonna get some drift potentially. So that's
yeah.
kind of asking for trouble.
I did look at the current chart for this week. It's not changed from last week. But I did actually listen to the DJO song, the guy from Stranger Things, which is Joe Keery.
yeah.
He's the guy who plays Steve Harrington. The song's okay. Should it be the UK #1? Definitely not. So nothing's changed there. USA is the same with Taylor Swift. Australia's in love with Olivia Dean. We've got #1 albums. Olivia Dean.
So she's that. Isn't she that Taylor Swift? What do you call it? Collab. So she's a Taylor Swift influenced
Prodigy.
product. Yeah, prodigy. That's the word.
Oh,
I'm
is
looking for. Yeah.
I've not listened. I had a quick listen to some of the tracks last week and thought, yeah, it's all right.
Because you've got what's her name? You've got Gracie Abrams. You've got
I like Gracie Abrams.
Sabrina Carpenter, right?
Yeah,
And now Olivia Dean,
And then-
right? So these are really chart, hogging girls, and they've
And-
all been influenced by Taylor.
hasn't Rodriguez also been influenced by Taylor Swift?
Probably.
Olivia Rodriguez,
Man, I am
the only
clearly
other
the
thing
old
I
man
saw-
in the room. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh, these are just
I know
girls.
they're
that-
new kids.
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but
It's just-
I know
yeah.
Taylor
These
Swift
are the
is-
new kids on the block.
Yeah.
That's the
Songwriters.
difference.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've got a
So-
17-year-old daughter, so
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, yeah. So because the charts have not changed, I've put in the UK #1 film this week,
Yeah.
which disappointingly is something called Wicked for Good, which is about it's the Wicked thing, isn't it? It's the part 2 of the Wicked
It's the sequel,
franchise. It's a sequel, yeah. Apparently, you should see them both together. I've not seen the first one, so I'm
I saw
likely to go to the
Avatar.
second one.
this week.
Oh, is that any good?
I liked
The
it.
fire one. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
All right.
Yeah.
I went to a thing when I did the film thing last year. There was the chap who had written the music did a session, and it was absolutely fascinating how he actually created the music for Avatar, because he does all of the films, and he was talking about the film that's just come out and about he couldn't share any of the stuff with us, but it was a fascinating talk for an hour, and he played it without the music, and he played bits with the music. It was really good. That's it. We're done. That's it.
Awesome.
Avatar always delivers on the visuals and the graphics and some of the action, but the stories are always lame. It's like all about the CGI stuff.
I haven't seen the second one. I saw the first one. I went to the pictures to see it. So
If you're into
need to
graphics, the second one is amazing with the
you can
water
watch this-
effects and
You can watch the second one on
Way
Disney
of
Plus.
Water is pretty amazing.
And then
which I might
then-
do at some point.
that third one will probably be on Disney Plus in a few months' time anyway. So
Yeah.
if
It
you know
did-
about
by
render,
the way,
you'll be blown away. by
that
those
was
movies, yeah.
that Avatar 3 was the third biggest selling movie in 2025. And that actually, when I found that stat out, I thought, come on, surely there was bigger movies than Avatar 3. And it beat a whole bunch of movies. It beat a whole bunch. It beat, I think it might just be the streaming factor coming in and influencing movies now.
Also, it's the third one. People are getting tired a little bit, right?
Not the third biggest movie in the world. They're not getting tired of it, mate. It made over $1 billion.
But it should be number
doubling
one,
down.
right? Based on the previous movies.
Well, when you think about what
Yeah,
movies
maybe.
came out last year, there were some huge movies that
The
came out
first
last
Avatar was massive. Yeah.
year. Yeah,
It was. I went to the pictures to see that.
Yeah, that
But
was the first 3D one.
Andy,
I
my
watched.
point-
I'm not bothered
records and
watching it.
My point
because-
is, I think that it should have probably done less, but it did really well. I think
Yeah.
coming third
Sure,
best
sure.
movie in 2025, mate, actually is very surprising. And apparently,
Well, it
a lot of people said it was actually really good. That's what a lot of people have. I've read a lot of people said it was really good. So you didn't go there and come out disappointed. I mean, a few people said that the ending was a bit drawn out. A few people said, this sort of stuff. I didn't think so. I thought it was. Some people said it was 3 hours. It's too long. Blah blah blah. I thought it was perfect. I mean, we had when we went to the cinema, we had the nice recliner seats. So it's always good.
yeah.
The 3D glasses with the recliners.
Plenty
Always
of
good.
leg
It's
room.
easy to fall
Yeah.
asleep in those, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to
Too
watch
comfy.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
apparently,
The Korean one.
apparently the songs in it are really
think
good.
it's
Apparently,
supposed to.
so
Yeah.
I need to from I will give it a look. 'Cause
Give
it's
it a
on-
chance.
I think it's on
Yeah,
Netflix
that's
or
what I'm
something.
looking
You know.
to give
It is on
a
Netflix.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a look because I want to know how good the songs are.
Right
really,
now,
from a
we
pop's point of
we
view.
got to move along because I need to
Same here, man.
get to bed in a sec. I got to get up really early tomorrow. Okay,
clue.
third clue for the synth quiz is this one: input hack. This should get people working out what it is. Please let us know what your guess is in the chat ASAP, so we can get the show wrapped up soon if we can.
Idea, but
We've had a couple of
Hack.
guesses already. Input hack.
Couple of-
Yep.
couple of-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. While you guys are at it, don't forget to support the show. And like I said, there's a couple of ways you can support the show. We showed before, channel membership, all that sort of stuff. But another way is the merch store,
Yay!
right? Ian and I both have bought stuff
yeah.
from the merch store. I am going
T-shirts are
to
great.
I'm going to add a couple new things in there. I'm going to probably redesign that desk pad. It's not a mouse mat, it's a desk mat sort of thing. So I'll probably redesign that. So that version there, if you want the first version, grab it now because I'll be taking that down and putting a different design up soon.
collector's
yeah.
item.
Yeah,
It's going
absolutely.
to go on eBay.
Yeah.
I would have
It'll be a
thought the
scam
hoodies.
item.
I would have thought the hoodies would have been popular, but
If that happens, you have to do it on your scammers list. You got to do
Yeah.
your
there is a synth meme t-shirt if you want to walk around with a synth meme. So do check out the merch store. I'm pretty sure that it's been spamming it. The chat bot's been spamming it in the chat, but I'll chuck it in there just for you guys, just for now. That's a way to support
And
the
it's
store.
the quality's really good. I mean, I haven't got mine on today but I'll promise I'll wear it next week. But they're good t-shirts.
Yeah, they are. And I'm wearing the polo. This is the
The
polo
one.
is
Yeah.
actually is an Under Armour. I don't know where is that way. You can just see the Under Armour logo.
No, you were
there.
right.
So it's like a polyester and got the collar and everything. It's really good. It hasn't shrunk in the wash. It hasn't faded. So Under Armour are good. And this is actually embroidered. The Synth Geekery
embroidered's
logo.
the best.
Yeah. So it's not like a, if I could show you, there's actually stitching underneath. See the stitching underneath? So it's done properly. It's good.
I was going to buy an embroidery machine, make my own shirts, but I got lazy. So
What is the code? I think you guys can actually access these codes yourselves. You just go !merch in chat and it will actually spit out the chat room. Let's try it. Boom. Let's see if that works.
Parcels arrived.
Oh, off you go, Darren. Quick,
Hey!
be quick.
Oh, go get
Quick.
it. Go get it. Go
Go
get it.
get it.
Before it falls asleep.
There you go. You guys.
Yeah.
There are a couple of commands you guys can access in the chat if you want. The Facebook link, the merch link, the TTS link, the Zoom link, or the blog link. You can just put !link, exclamation mark, and then those words after it, and it will spit out the links for you. You guys can what do you call it? Self-service yourself? Anyway, synth quiz guesses. We've got self-service yourself. We've got a few guesses. We've had
self-abuse.
self-abuse.
how do you know I haven't already done that?
Half Beast said it was Korg Monopoly. We've got Wags thinks it's the Roland JD800.
I think
Chris thinks it's the Korg Wave Station. Probes thinks it's the Pro 3.
Yeah. I
Um,
would guess
it'll
Vogue, something,
look. You
but
can
I'm
have
not sure.
you can have as many guesses as you like, but it's your first guess is your official guess. So, and I mean, what do you want? Did I miss anyone? I think there was a couple of other guesses in there. Droigan says DS Prophet 12. He didn't actually put Synth Quiz in front of it, but I'm guess he's talking about Synth Quiz. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys know what the answer is because we are good like that. Are you ready? Here we go.
I think it's a cog something.
The answer is the Dave Smith Instruments Evolver
Oh,
desktop.
Oh,
Yep.
See, I should have known that. I had that.
Yeah.
completely miles off.
Oh, well.
And that's
Yeah.
what she looks like.
I mean, it would have worked on Polyvolver as well, right?
So probes, unfortunately, you already had a guess. You would have got it if you didn't have a guess before.
Yeah.
You guys want to know where all the bits are? Let me know. I can share that with you later. But yeah. Anyway, There
Yeah,
you
I was
go.
going to let too early. He would have guessed it, I bet, because he is an evolver. So
Oh,
Come on.
it's Darren with
Full
his
screen, Darren. Come on.
full screen, Darren.
Oh, crap, that's done. Can we see?
All the pressure.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Andertons. We can see the Andertons box.
Andertons.
Any guesses? Any guesses before I take it out? Oh, that's right. So it's
Well done.
Anderson box. Any guesses?
I reckon it's an effects pedal. Oh, it's a Valve.
Nice. No, Voltov. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So you bought it off the
damn.
Japanese guy. Just kidding.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Damn, now it's pressure.
hold on. Hey, Darren, hold it up
Bought
again.
some Japanese guy.
Hold
Hang
up
up.
again and wiggle it.
Oh, no.
Wiggle it a little bit.
I'm going to be poor.
That's a protein shake. There you go.
Oh.
Make sure
Hey.
it doesn't pulverize it. It'll become a protein powder.
That's it.
Andy's finally woken up now. He's doing the jokes.
Yeah.
Kind of. There's still shit jokes, but you know.
Because they're not that
Don't
expensive,
drop
the
it.
protein, are they?
No,
Yay.
It's a manual. I believe it.
Yeah.
man, no. What's up? Oh, nice. Nice packaging. Let's have a look.
What's the lovely smell of non-volatile organic chemicals?
Oh,
New
not
synth
mine,
smell?
enough there.
Oh, it's in a little sack.
Oh,
Isn't that tiny? Oh, bless it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
I love it. Good size,
That-
good
I
form
forgot on
factor.
that one. You can import wavetables, right?
I tell you what, yeah. I don't know. Don't think so. But it's the size of an iPad, 10-inch iPad,
Okay,
basically.
good size.
iPad,
yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
smaller.
iPad there.
Bit smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit small. Yeah, it's almost the same.
Mm.
So, yes, sorted. So that's going to get some use.
I'm very jealous.
Feel,
That nice Novation.
Well
blue.
done,
feels very.
something.
I'm trying desperately not to order one of these. This is not helping.
So that's metal.
Yep.
It's a metal case. The blue's metal. Rubber feet.
Wow.
There we go.
£299.
Oh, metal, yeah.
Darren.
It's a bargain. It's an absolute
Yeah.
bargain. And
Feel the noise.
Andertons have only got one left in stock now because Darren's bought one.
Did you say they've only got one in stock?
Yeah, they've only got one left in stock.
That shows you how quick they're flying because I got this on Friday and there was 10 in stock.
Wow.
Now,
It's
Darren,
$600
flip it on
Aussie.
eBay for $1,010, and the
no,
most
it's-
expensive one.
Yeah.
Chris, I'll talk to you about something about this later.
Everything.
So
Oh,
don't
cool.
buy one just yet.
Okay. Excellent.
Don't back. Why? There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just an Australian thing.
Okay.
You're fine. You're good.
Okay. I thought it was good. I thought it was going to say
there
don't
are
buy
several
one, Chris,
stores.
because we found out that
I
there's
said-
a major issue with them.
Just yet.
Yeah.
Just yet. That was the most important part. Just yet.
Yes. I can be patient.
Yep. Switches. Let's see. Let's have a switch test.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Hey, Darren, have you ever
where's it?
gone to an Anderton's shop?
No,
one
it's
near
down
you?
in South London.
They're in.
There's
they're
only-
in,
there's only
London.
one.
Yeah.
They're in
There's only one?
they're
Oh, I didn't know
Guildford,
that.
aren't they?
Okay.
Yeah, it's Guildford.
Yeah.
Guildford.
So-
I think it's Guildford.
Don't know if you can hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice rotaries.
Yeah. I tell you what, for the price, knobs feel decent. No wobble.
Good old Waldorf quality.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah.
see, yeah.
No wobble on them.
Although the Blofeld has
So,
that famous
we know what we're
encoder
doing.
issue, but that's
The
another
most
story.
important thing, Darren, is that
Well-
you got to plug it in and have a listen to it, and that's what you're going to do as soon as the show finishes, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yes. That's what'll be happening.
I think
That's what'll be happening.
Yeah.
Straight away.
So next week we are expecting some protein excerpts from
Shakes.
protein shakes.
Protein shakes.
protein
Yeah.
shake. My first. You should just put out a video saying this is my first protein shake. And shake number one is protein shake number one is one track, and protein shake number two is the next track, and so on.
Chocolate, vanilla,
Oh, you're giving an album away.
Yeah.
caramel.
That's an
Yeah.
album.
No, we should give Daren ideas about albums. He has
Yeah.
enough for himself.
Darren's
So let me
weight
have a
loss
little tiny
protein
screen.
shake album.
I don't think you can see it. The little tiny screen
Yeah.
that's not on there. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
reflecting.
Mm.
Is exactly the same size as the one on the monologue, Korg monologue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same as the mini log then.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
decent size then.
Yeah.
XD.
I think actually, I think yeah, it's exactly the same size. So
Probably a
it's gonna be as
standard,
clear, so,
a standard
yeah.
Chinese part, I would say, Chris. That screen, an OLED. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the better one though.
It's
And
the
it's-
what is it? The
there's-
It's very
128
clearly
Chrome.
marked out as well.
And then there's
Even though you can't
opposite
see
line.
it, the writing's very clearly marked out. My camera's really pants, so
Yeah,
but the writing
Yeah.
on it is really
No,
clear.
we get it. Yep.
yeah. It's quite separated
Wow.
too. The knobs aren't all bunched up. They're quite separate. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the colour scheme
Yeah.
too.
Definitely.
Pale blue.
I reckon
I've got
you're
the-
going
I've
to
got the,
enjoy that, buddy.
Pulse 2 in there.
Mm,
So do I.
yum yum.
Well, you've always enjoyed a new toy, even if it only lasts for a week. Before
No,
you
you'll
decide
enjoy
which
this
one
one.
you're doing. But
This
yeah,
one's
No.
this one's got some nostalgia in it that I feel that you'll definitely enjoy.
Time.
It,
and
I
it
mean,
can go through my new obsession of guitar pedals.
exactly. And you don't forget. I mean, you're heavily influenced from that like '90s trance, stuff. So it's all that microwave stuff is all over those trance tracks of the '90s. So
Yeah, exactly. You'll be having probably come a bit late. Oh, it won't have come late for the album because I've still got a few tracks to write. So there'll probably be some stuff going on there on the so the
fantastic.
Life We Live 3 might have a bit of Waldorf on
Nice.
it.
Well, congrats on the
Brilliant.
new synth,
Yep.
mate. It's always
Yeah.
handy to have. So we're going to wrap show up, but
Enjoy.
we've done the synth quiz. We've told everyone everything about that. So don't forget, next week will be right in the middle of NAMM. So we'll hopefully have a summary of all the cool products that have come out. We're obviously not going to do all the NAMM products because they do guitars and other stuff as well. But we'll try and pick the best of the best.
Yeah, look for live
Guitar
streams. I'll
pedals.
have a bunch of them.
I'm all over them.
Of course, there's Boogler and Friends afterwards as well.
Yep. And I think
Sure.
there's another show as well. No, that was next week. Okay, couldn't. No.
There's a
Ignore
Buchla and
me.
Friends after party thing at
Yeah.
Saturday night.
But that's
Oh, okay, that on the NAMM thing. Okay, cool.
Should be kind of fun. I missed out on last year, so
Yeah.
this one is.
Well, because
I have coverage of that too.
because we're doing technically it's Saturday morning US time when we stream. It's like I don't know. It's about 8 or 9 a.m., 7 a.m. I don't know, something like that. In actually, what time?
Yeah.
do you?
Show floor opens at 10 usually, I think.
So we're about 5 a.m. start. I think your time, aren't we, Andy?
Yeah, right now it's 5 a.m. That's
Yeah,
why
right.
I got an hour nap.
Yeah. I mean, you're excused if you don't want to make it to the show because you're busy.
I might
but-
pop in. I usually try to pop and say hi from the hotel. Just kind of
Yeah.
out of it, but yeah. So
Yeah.
We'll see.
Other than that, we are finished for the show. We've done almost 3 hours, so I think that's pretty good innings. And
3 hours, an unboxing.
a couple of products. Yeah. I think we're good. We're happy. Are we happy, boys? We're happy.
And,
happy.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and check out my track tomorrow. Check out it tomorrow 'cause it's very emotional
do.
and it's going to be for the end of The Life We Live 3. So it'll be out about dinner time, I think.
homework
Yeah.
to do.
One of the things I will say.
Oh
is
yes, and Chris, get on with that homework.
Homework.
seventh year doing a NAMM show. This is my 7th year doing a NAMM show, and it's
congrats.
surreal to do it because every single time I've always thought to myself, I'd love to go over there and visit, blah blah blah. But then I think to myself, how cool is it that I can cover a NAMM show on here from Australia? I've never been there, but with all the cool connections and information that you get from all the people in the synth community, you can basically collate, right? And we can put a show together, and we can get everyone's opinions on stuff. So I think it's always fun, the NAMM show. It's probably one of my biggest shows each year.
We've now attached Andy with a body cam, so whatever he sees.
Yeah.
Well,
don't forget to cap it, Andy.
Awesome.
We need to
I'll
cap
give you
it, man.
close-ups on those giant penis guitars that guy makes. So you know.
Yeah.
right next to the
That was
Valkyrie.
that was Asap's favorite thing. He loved the penis guitar.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All the best. We'll see you
right.
next Saturday, and enjoy your
See you
synth,
next
Daren.
Saturday.
Everybody.
See you,
Have
boys.
a good week.
Hey,
Friday.
guys.
Next care.
Bye, everybody.
All take care. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.